So welcome back everyone to session number 4 of our Torment of Ann campaign. Before we get started with our session, we'll do a quick little recap and then we will get into our game. So, where last we left off, you had all become vampires, cursed by the bite that killed you, rose from the grave and made your way to a safe house, or a place somewhat safe at least. The next night you met another vampire named Redmond. He appointed 3 tasks to you, which was to clean a skull, provide a blood offering, and a fresh corpse to the Podium of Nostra in the Temple of Mini. You guys did that in one night, and then made your way across town to a place called the Red Basement, where he was said to be well established in there. You ventured down into the cellar of this red basement, found yourselves within the corridor of a fountain of blood, several chained up individuals that had been bled dry, everyone holding golden goblets, members of the upper class, members of the lower class, throughout Ann, all cursed with this vampiric curse.
Good job.
Curse this curse.
You guys imbibed until Redmond eventually did arrive, of which he took Elspeth into his office and discussed the next opportunities, in which he provided you with 3 more tasks to prove your loyalty to the Deathwalkers, so that you may be invited into their prestigious ranks. And then returned back to the Bloodwraith, inquiring with Wick, as he had been informed that you were able to provide him with a very important herb that they require to produce blood that does not coagulate and prevent it from coagulating. A flicker in his eye had you doing his... There's nothing you could do to deny his charm, let's say. And he asked you to head out into the forest to find these herbs and return before dawn, and to take someone with you, as for safety reasons, into the woods. As the rest of you guys remained in the blood room, Redmond took his leave and headed back to wherever he was heading to. That is where we'll pick up for tonight. So those of you who are in the red basement still, which would be Damien, Yurri, Elspeth, and Evanora, what would you guys like to be doing? It is around 12:30 or so you have about a little less than 5 hours before dawn. Maybe a little more than 5 hours before dawn. So you have some time if you'd like to try and do something. Otherwise, you can continue to indulge and stay within the red basement. But as you guys are kind of gathered in one section discussing what you had just learned from Redmond, that's where we'll pick up.
That's when I told him, no, my good man, you don't know who I am.
How could they not know who you are? You're so
And then I
loud.
killed him. Doesn't deserve to live.
Is that the dream you had about Ted?
No, that's him over there.
Oh.
Like the chained up man that we just trained.
The stories about the dead man.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were talking about Ted.
Yeah, he's next.
Okay. I'd love to see it.
Who's dead?
Yeah, that's true.
Has everybody fed this evening?
I have.
That's issue.
I for sure have.
Yes.
Well, where did Yurri go?
Yurri and Wick went to the woods to find an herb.
Mysterious, ominous.
No, that herb, that anti-coagulant herb.
Yes, anti-quag.
Yeah, that's the word. It just trails off. So about the set of things we're supposed to do, I wonder if it might be in our best interest to possibly try to recover this lost book before doing anything else. My thought process is we don't know what this book is or what power it may have. If by any chance it can make us more powerful by obtaining it, it will help us in the other 2
tasks.
tasks.
I do
tests.
enjoy power.
I as well do like power.
And I wondered if perhaps, Evanora, you had some kind of connection to any underground thieving guild that may exist in the city that may give us a better chance at procuring the item.
What makes you think I have any connections?
Well, you did mention you had connections.
The whole thing that you said.
That would be the reason.
Right, I was drunk a lot of the time. I completely forgot
But if you don't, that's fine.
I am a well-known spy. Super charming.
I might have a few connections.
That's just my thoughts right now. It might be in our best interest to try and do that one first. It also does seem the easiest. I have no idea how to get rid of Everblossom, and I don't feel up to snuff at killing a paladin of light at the moment.
She will be in
I
trouble.
know a few guild members that like to hang out in this neck of the woods of town.
Do you think they could get us into the library secretly?
I'm not sure, but
Yes.
they might
That's where
be
books
able to give
are.
us hints.
That is where books are. It also does say, even though that's if you'd like me to read.
Yes.
They may have heard about this book and maybe give us some insight.
Ooh, I love
Here he comes back.
Words.
I want to guess. I would say, where's the closest tavern?
Oh, Al, also, this is where you guys are right now, RP.
Where's
Basically.
I love that it's been like
Closest tavern is
drawn.
Flogger's Flagon?
Fulgers.
Fulgus, okay.
Oh, the best part of that was just the is Fulgers in your flagon.
Yes,
Fulgur's
I like
Flagon.
that.
Fulgur's
They've been known
Because
to
I can say
frequent
bye after
Fulgur's
Fulgur's
Flagon.
Oh, Fulgur's Flagon.
So that might be a good start.
Such style, such grace.
She's got beauty, she's got grace.
She's Miss United and
Oh my god,
Yes,
you
Well, I think the library is the best place
Do a
to start.
miscongeniality fucking session. Oh my god.
I'm writing it. I'm down. I'm down.
There's one problem with that. The library is closed off to us.
Well, we have the brothers that live in Central, don't we?
Also, what is honestly stopping us from climbing the walls?
The city guard.
You find one guard sitting up there, throw him off the wall.
Or eat them.
Or
We
eat
could eat them.
There is the eating thing, but also remember the yes, exactly. Remember the trouble that we ran into just earlier tonight?
Trouble?
Maybe you didn't, but you I'm sure remember the trouble that we ran into earlier tonight.
It doesn't usually happen.
I think our best course of action is to try and be as discreet as possible, but I do think climbing the walls can be done in a super discreet way.
I'm pretty good at sticking to the shadows when I choose to.
I think you should choose to.
Yeah, I think so too. That was my mistake earlier. Was my disguise.
The disguise was good.
It was a good disguise, but I was starting to get tired at that point. So
Anyway, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think recovering the lost book may better our chances at trying to do the other two things here.
Could be yes.
Well, I don't know much about libraries, but
You seem very well read.
oh yes, they do seem like that.
No, that's
My apologies.
But will it be open at night?
The library is open at night?
Will it be? Why would
Well, would we know that, just having virtue living in the city? Especially Central.
Central Boys?
Yeah, I would say Yura, you can roll me. Honestly, you don't need to roll for this. You would know that since basically in the last 2 years or so, it has been in practice. Normally, the library was open full time. Last 2 years, locked at night. Doesn't mean it's inaccessible. Just means that it's locked up.
Perhaps going in at night may our best chance.
Less guards.
I do think waiting until tomorrow night when we have more time
Yes.
is a better idea, and also we need to wait for the 2 woodsmen.
Did he give you any insight into where to find this book? Besides the oak book we found in the library.
No insight. Oh, I suppose you're right. It doesn't actually say library here. I just assumed there would be a wing of the library that held dark matter. But I agree.
The dark web.
Can I point me into the dark subject matter, please?
Yes, the dark web, if you will.
Yeah, it's organized by the Dewey Decimal
The
Bitch.
dark,
It's indeed very dark web.
yes, you want to check in the dark wing.
Sure.
We got dark fiction,
It's built by gnomes.
You're right. Well,
No
if
dark
that's
web.
the case, then I don't mind going down and knocking on his door and asking him,
Asking who?
Redmond, where the book is.
I thought that was our job, was to find it. If you knew where it was, you'd just say, go pick it up.
It's possible he didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, we have time. I'm just jiving over here.
Yeah, I'm like drinking out of my goblet the whole conversation and kind of.
Why don't you go ask Redmond and I'll stay here. I'll ask the locals.
You don't want to come with me?
Oh, who else is here? Are there still other people?
I'll go with
Oh yeah, there's people that literally don't leave. They're just here all the time. It's
Well, they probably don't know much about the outside world.
They said there was one person who's literally been in
Been
here
here,
for
yeah.
like 3 weeks since they've returned. and they
3
hadn't-
months, I believe.
I'm the
They
regular.
hadn't been out yet. They were
call
like
me
a
regular.
vampire.
Why would I leave?
Just all
Why would I
the
leave?
in sweatpants and like.
I believe last time she
Like
was singing, her tongue was halfway down Wick's throat.
Oh, that was her? Lucky.
Oh, I
And
remember
then
that.
everyone else is in the room too, if they were willing.
Elsa?
Elsa?
No.
Go.
Oh, I was like, let it go.
Yeah, let it
I
go.
don't think she gave her name.
You
Matilda,
know,
actually.
you are correct.
Matilda.
I think you're right. If we knew anything about the book,
Matilda.
then it would perhaps be on the page.
Matilda.
I just honestly assumed naively that it would be in the library.
I mean,
The
that's.
library is a good place to start,
It
and
is.
maybe we just wait till morning and ask the attendants.
Why would we wait till morning? What are we going to do?
I will ask the attendants
We're going to drink.
where the evil books are,
Everything else them now.
because they're all asleep in the beds.
That we can't go out in the morning.
Oh, we can hide in the library, in the dark library, in the shadows.
I
And
suppose.
when they come in, you just say we will wait until some people come in, and we say we came in, and we were just looking for an evil book of Ghost.
I've always wanted to do that with like a Walmart or something.
Just wait
Fulfill that
Ever
fantasy.
since I saw where the heart is, where she has her baby in the Walmart.
Set up shop
The
behind like
spine is red and the cover is black with no title or sign of one that may have been what?
Faded over time.
Or sign
Its
of what?
tail
Sign
is
or
so
that may have been
useful.
faded with time or has been removed. Inside the book is littered with writing mixed with sketches of skulls. Well, I do love skulls.
Especially the blood that's inside of it.
Freaky
Yes.
metal.
Big fun. So are we waiting till tomorrow, or
Regardless, we're waiting till tomorrow. Regardless, we have to wait for the twins. Or no, we have to wait for the one twin and the other one.
is he just gonna be the other one?
The other one.
The twin and the other one. Ouch.
The one that was making out.
The other one and the other one.
I have no need
The
to.
other twin and the other one.
Yeah.
I have no need to.
Yeah, the other twin and the other one.
So, can you remind me where we are on the map?
RB.
What?
It's quite small.
Quite unusual.
this is
Oh, I see.
He's gone.
I think you.
Where is he gone?
We have copies. This is very.
Arby's. We're at the Arby's.
You're at the Arby's.
I'm thinking Arby's.
Road and Bridgewater here. Ready?
Yes,
Yeah, there's only like one
That
RB.
is the one last one.
Dylan's like, oh, I fucking.
I know, but
They know me too.
I made a journey there.
If we had to.
Yeah, absolutely major.
It was horrible.
That sounds
Save
great.
yourself.
Did your truck break down or something?
They don't look really
My
bad.
truck broke down on that trip.
So consensus is you guys are waiting till till Yurri and
If we go
Wick.
down, come back, yeah.
I was also thinking though, if we could flog his flagon, chances are my guild contacts might be there. We can
Where's
ask
that?
them.
Let's great. Let's have a drink there.
I feel
Well,
good.
wait. How are we going to get in? You don't they usually do fang checks outside of taverns?
Did they do that before?
They
Not here.
did.
But then
Good call. Good call.
maybe,
Some random drunk behind, listening.
Oh, we still get stuck in, yes.
Just because you think so.
So at least it's loud enough in here where the only conversations that you can overhear are the ones you're having amongst yourselves.
would I know, like, would they be a little more loose with checking on this side? Since it's not as nice of an area as, say, where we were last time.
I would say, at bare minimum, you would know that the security at Folger's is not a classier place necessarily. It's definitely on the side of watering hole to some degree. Interesting. Do you have no character sheets?
It wasn't with my stuff, so now I'm realizing I don't have it. My spell list is on, so it's okay. That is it.
I didn't do that.
We hit it.
I tried to put things where I thought. Anyway.
It's all good. I just needed my spell list. That's all I needed.
So yeah, so it's it's a place where people rest. It's kind of a cheap place to drink. They are open at night. They're just not as big of a place as the River House. So I mean, being the proximity to the market, there's generally a patrol somewhere in the nearby, as you guys already learned through passing through that area. But you would know that they're not doing like fang checks at the door there. It's a little less tight than the River House, which is, again, university, people like to go there, so,
Okay.
and all other walks of life, and it is known for its nightlife in that way. This is like a place that is open at night, but it's not, it's more of a coughing room.
He talked good game.
The only thing we'll have to look out for would be patrols.
Easy.
We're always looking for those, so I think that's fine.
Yes.
Alright, well, should we make our way there?
Of course.
I could go for another drink.
I can go for a 3.
Alright.
Allow us to go.
Okay, so you guys are going to head towards Folger's.
Yeah, folders.
Sticking to the shadows. So learn my lesson.
Perceiving.
Proceed. Against proceed.
I'd like to still.
Yeah, it was.
Do we go up in proficiency as well?
No, that's next level, so fine.
What's all the wrappers over there? What's happening?
Some spicy dried peas.
Show me a peek.
I'm okay.
Show me a peek.
They're really
They
good.
look very Fruit Loopish, and
Maybe.
Fruit roll.
That was
yeah, they look like fruit rolls.
What about these?
Yep, I'll slap those.
I'll slap them.
I'll slap that.
And there's also some lime habanero peanuts.
My girl be feeling good.
Like lime habanero peanuts.
You got all the salty snacks.
So as the four of you guys, leave the red basement, head out through the front, up the stairs, back out into the world, and begin your way across, the few blocks over to Folger's Flagon. We will cut over to Yurri and Wick. So as you guys again
The other one and
leave
the
the
other
basement, you leave the kind of thumping behind you, and you begin to head your way into the forest. Wick, this is your territory. Which
So it'd probably be in the upper east forest.
okay, so you begin to head
Yeah.
kind of immediately inward and then upward as you begin kind of heading into the woods away from Anne. As this is basically the city limits. There might be the odd house that exceeds the map.
Essentially, like going into the woods and just going further up.
Okay. So, now, it is not normally something you do at night. So, I'll require a survival check from you. However, at disadvantage.
I
for the
knew
sake
it
of
was
it.
Oh, my piece.
Could I be helping him search?
I guess
Is this the search? Is this for the search or for the getting there?
This is for the search. Yeah.
Okay.
Getting there is not a problem.
Okay, I guess I wouldn't know where
Could
You're following him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I?
I guess you do know the woods a little bit, but
I was gonna say, can I drop the disadvantage by wild shaping into a wolf and sniffing around for it?
I think you'd be familiar with the smell if you want. Now, wild shape only lasts for an hour, so you can do it for an hour.
Well, I can at least find
and get the scent.
Yes.
Okay, I'll allow for
Are you
that.
turning into a boar?
Wolf.
A wolf.
Oh, Mora be sick though.
Like a truffle. That's what I was thinking. A truffle pig. Yeah.
They both have
But his fangs or his tusks.
Okay, sick.
Gourd.
Oh, it's been Chinese.
Alright. Sleeper cell mode on.
Engaged.
All right. So yeah, roll me a survival check.
23.
Bruh.
Okay. So as you
Transform
transform into a, you guys get like a little bit into the forest, I would imagine, before you do this, which takes you about a half an hour in. So as you are surrounded by foliage, overgrown, the forests around Ann are particularly thick, well vegetated.
How many
Let's call
seeds?
it. But over the years they have grown less and less fruitful of life in terms of plant life and what have you. Whether it be from the actual removal of resources or just the general land, you're not really sure. But essentially, over the years, it has become less and less of a bounty of resources, but still quite fruitful. So still plenty for herbalists and hunters alike, but nothing like how it was, for example, like 30 years ago or something like that. Still a great source of wood and resources. But as you continue in 23, so as you're sniffing around as the wolf and Yurri following behind, leading on with the nose, you kind of.
In his head, you hear.
Yeah.
You hear. Don't fall behind. You might get lost.
What?
So you continue on for.
We live for telepathic.
I would say it would take you at least an hour or so to get to where you're going, but you definitely know the direction of which you kind of pick up the scent and you're like, okay, now I kind of know which way I'm going. You go for as long as you are a wolf until you feel the effects of your wild shape begin to wear off and you're kind of merge back into your normal form. You're still maybe about a half an hour away from like a good patch of it or so, but if you continue forward without worrying too much.
Yeah.
But as you're going, the woods are generally pretty quiet. At nighttime, you hear the odd thing rustling, what have you. I would say at this point, both of you guys can roll me a perception check, though.
Perception. Ooh, not 20.
Damn.
23.
It is not 20, it is 12.
Okay.
So what is a dog?
I'm no longer a dog.
Well, you still smell the cold.
Yum.
Yeah.
You look like a doggy.
It's my natural musk.
I know, I say that too, don't worry.
So you're continuing to walk, and say in the direction you're heading, similar to where you would recognize, you're like, okay, I've actually picked this patch before. There's more that's growing up ahead. I've already seen it before. I've potted it out. I kind of know the area. You hear a familiar sound, being that you have wild shaped into this creature as of recent. The low whining of the large wolf, like probably about 300 feet ahead, like the direction that you're heading, but far away. Like you can't see it yet because of the actual thickness of the foliage and all that sort of stuff, but you can hear it with your high perception.
Ear shit going on.
We might be venturing into maybe a pack's
Just bad.
land. So let's get this stuff and.
That sounds good. I'll follow you.
Continuing on, maybe 20 minutes or so as you kind of push through. The foliage gets thicker, the land gets a little bit tougher, and you find yourself amongst difficult terrain as you kind of push yourself through a few bushes and what have you. As you're like, okay, not this one, a little dark. You're not 100% used to foraging in the dark, so you're trying to find the right shape of leaf that you're looking for, that sort of thing. You find yourself feeling them more than seeing them in this particular lighting. When you find yourself maybe about 30 feet away from this whimpering large wolf. As you see it,
Like bigger
it
than
does not seem to notice you, as it's kind of just
like bigger than you, like an abnormally big one.
like, I would say large wolf, like large creature size.
Oh,
As you see, kind of vines and thorns seem to have worked its way into it and around its legs, and it seems to be pinned to the ground itself amongst the vines and thorns, kind of.
Seems it is trapped.
it might have fell into a hunter's trap. We should be careful. Somebody might be watching for their kill.
Perhaps it is lure for bigger prey.
Are you the bigger prey?
Maybe.
But this is the area that you wish to be in, and you see the plants around the area. Some of them are, close to this actual creature as well, but it's quite bountiful supply of them in this area. You can start foraging if you'd like.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You think we should set it free?
No.
Should kill it. Kill it? So, but common for you to be saying such things. I'm down to kill it. I'm just saying. It will surprise you that would come out of nowhere.
Return it to the rot.
Okay, what is happening to you? Do you need to talk? It's okay. This is a safe place.
Safe space.
I'm gonna. Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All vampires do.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna point out the herbs.
Mhm.
We're getting these. Don't pull up the roots because they grow back fairly quickly, and that way we can get more later. They won't grow back if we take all of it.
Good to know. How about you grab root? I watch.
Okay.
Watch stand guard.
Watch me grab my root.
I'm not. Yeah. Don't pull too hard.
Why am I rooting for them?
I know, right?
I shit.
So are you watching the area, or are you watching Wick?
I'm watching the area. I'm scanning the area.
Twitter.
Maybe like a little.
Just a little.
Well, I gotta be sure, Okay.
Is it going to do it?
Just like that.
Okay, so as Wick, you begin to go around and start to pluck things. Are you staying as far away from the creature as possible in this regard? Because you can go closer. There's plenty of. But there's also a lot in the perimeter that you could be scooping up as well. No problem.
I'm gonna get as much as I can without going too close, but I'm gonna keep kind of looking at it.
Okay. So as you guys are doing that, I'll need you guys both to roll me perception checks. Wick, yours is going to be at disadvantage because you're actually picking plants most of the time and just keeping a side eye, basically.
Damn it.
And
So 14.
7.
14 and 7.
What's
Okay.
the
I
herb
rolled a
actually
7.
called?
Deep in my notes. And
Mostly because I don't know how to spell
I
coagulant,
think
so I don't
I-
know.
It's like Colgate. Just the Colgate.
Okay, great.
I can get the name for you eventually, but I don't want to
It's
do it right
Colgate,
this
baby.
moment.
So it turns out I'm watching Wick.
7
My
and 14.
7 roll.
7 and 14, okay.
That's what you mean.
All right. So as you're going along and you're, picking pretty successfully, no problem. You still hear the kind of. This creature does seem to take notice of you at some point, as you kind of get about maybe a half satchel full or so. I mean, you only have so much room in your bag to carry it. If you're trying to load it up with as much as possible, you hear it kind of. Seems to be in quite a bit of pain without even noticing. You'd reckon it's probably been there for at least a day, based on as you're getting going around it, you're noticing more blood and caked wounds and things like that. Say for the sake of the 14, you'll see that some of these roots and vines seem to pierce through its hind legs and have grown all the way through it and back into the ground, kind of holding it in place.
It's awful shame, that beast.
Part of me wants to let it go. Part of me wants to ignore it. I don't know.
I can take it if we have to. But it would be good to do something good for a change. We'll be doing lots of bloodshed. The wolf does not deserve this. We are the wolf. Do not see the resemblance.
Humans, though.
Humans are cat.
I need to find the wording of a spell real quick. Have.
Oh, Yuri's getting like philosophical.
I know,
And Wick's like,
Are we not all the wolf in the end of the day?
You can choose to feed 2 wolves inside of you.
Spell.
you like the piece?
Yeah,
You're
delicious.
good bee.
Oh no, Whippy!
And you gotta give these a
Okay.
chance.
Around, I'm gonna start walking over towards the wolf.
Okay. As you do it, you see its ears pin back a little bit, and it takes more of a submissive kind of.
I've showed my fangs to it as well.
They're not so different, you and I.
Seems to just kind of remain at the moment.
Can I kind of do something, kind of maybe get an idea how hurt it is?
Say, just a medicine check would work just fine.
Medicaine. Ooh, it's gonna be a 13.
With just a cursory glance, seeing the amount of blood, grievous wounds, it has not got much left in it. It is definitely nearing the end of its life. I'd say, for the sake of it, if, like, in nature, without any kind of care, this creature was probably going to die of its wounds.
You would like to ask or wonder if animal can turn into vampire. Can I feed wolf my blood? Blood.
You don't know. Cindy did not discuss
And this is how the first werewolf was
the
created.
vampire crossover.
Oh my god,
I'm
this
going-
campaign can be Twilight. Team Jacob! Actually, no, Team Edward. Team Edward.
No, no,
One second, I have an idea first. Get ready if this goes bad.
Alright.
I'm gonna sit down cross-legged directly in front of the werewolf or the wolf.
It's just Freudian slip at this point.
The
Make it happen.
dire wolf.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
And I'm gonna look at I'm gonna place my hand on the ground, and I'm going to use my defile ground,
Okay.
which kills plants in the 10-foot area.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
all the things
So, as you press your hand, like into the soil nearby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the ground starts to die and like wither away, and the plants that were jettisoning into it starts to dry up and crumble around them.
So as you see that all happening, and these kind of wounds or vines that have penetrated through its leg kind of disintegrate and pop, you see the open wounds begin to gush blood at that moment. As that happens, you hear a vile whipping behind you of a thrashing of leaves, twigs, branches, things like that, kind of the snapping and cracking or
What?
Wick and Yurri. So Yurri, does a 18 hit you?
Yep.
Okay, so as you hear this cracking of vines, you take 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
And you are grappled. Wick
Minus 12.
does a 14 plus 4, 18 hit you.
18 hits me, yes.
Okay, you take 9 points of piercing damage. As you see,
Save the puppy.
as you, this kind of thrashing behind you, so
You said 9, right?
Grappled by what?
7 plus 9. Yes, 9. So this creature is kind of laying nearby here. You guys would be over nearby it. And directly behind you and directly behind you, Yurri, you see these vines and branches basically form into a humanoid shape behind you. You see no distinguishable features on this creature that would make it look human of any kind, as it's kind of this blob of vines, thorns, and it's kind of whoosh, and you see these vines wrapped around your arm, pierce into you, so you are both restrained and grappled at the moment. Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay. So just the area like that was covering the wolf basically is destroyed from that, basically. So as
And
these
then a bunch of
things
half
thrash
its
out, the wolf is going to use half its movement to get up, and then it's so. Fortunately, the area you guys are in is actually difficult terrain, so it's going to be at half speed. It's not super fast, 25 feet.
I'm pretty sure
so it can move basically 10 feet.
It wouldn't.
Oh, that area would be fine, actually. You're right, yeah. So it can move full 25 feet then.
Oh, it's running away.
Might be worth it.
It's like
It might be at least having one.
The corrupted area is difficult terrain to creatures that are hostile to me.
Okay.
When a creature in the area takes damage from an attack or spell for the first time on a turn,
Hell yeah.
as a bonus action, I can move it 30 feet.
Amazing.
Okay. Do we have it's a 10-foot radius?
It's a 10-foot radius.
Gilliam, may I? There might be something that would resemble something close to a 10-foot radius in the bucket, the tree bucket behind the TV.
This is why I sit in the middle. Right?
No one expects
the middle guy to do anything.
Not
just
may
go
have
up
something.
There's another guy move them on.
Ah, this.
I think that's a 10-foot radius.
Shit, fuck it.
10-foot diameter or 10-foot radius?
10-foot radius.
Yeah, that's 10-foot
good.
diameter. That's 10-foot diameter. That'll do. No.
10-foot radius around.
Yeah, so we need
10 feet
20.
on.
Yeah, we need a
that's good.
20-foot diameter.
No, it's 10-foot diameter.
These are all radius. They're all radius.
No, it's a diameter on it.
10-foot
It might have been a whoopsies.
No, radius. As in from the center,
10 feet.
I know
10
the
feet
difference.
all the way around.
2 inches. That's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius.
So that would have been
mislabeled.
that would have been
Mislabeled? My bad.
Mislabeled.
So that would have been probably about there.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, around you. Okay, so the wolf begins to try to run away as it's kind of. Next up is Wick.
Oh.
You see it. You know, it's pretty hurt, so it's doing its best to run away, but it's also really hurt.
I'm going to. I'm going to try to talk in Druidic and hope and tell and kind of just yell out in Druidic that I'm not here to hurt as much as I probably looks like I am. And then
look right.
I didn't kill my wife.
yeah.
Have
I
sexual
don't
relations
get
with that woman.
it.
And then I'm going
I need to
use
So you would know that this is a secret language between druids. It's not necessarily a language to plants.
oh, okay. I was
It's,
thinking that
The plants are
like you can speak the language and use it to speak in messages. Others that would know that language would understand. It's similar to thieves can't, but for
okay.
druids.
Then instead I'll try Serpent.
Okay. And what do you want to say?
What did you do?
I'm not here to hurt the forest as much as it looks like I might be. And then I'm going
What do you
to
say that in? Common?
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Okay.
So my language.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Get out.
Talk to plants.
Get out.
I'm going to use my
You lost blood points.
3.
Three's pretty good.
Three's really good.
Better than 2 or 1.
Hey, yeah.
Ain't that the
It sure fucking
15.
is. Okay. Oh, okay, slaps.
There's a back.
You can just pass it. Yeah, alright, I'll take it.
It's a blood recycling system.
I love that.
15. So as you speak out in this, like, to you, Yurri, unless you speak Sylvan, this
I
is
do not.
an incredibly strange language to hear. It's very fluidic. It almost sounds like, you know, the rustling of a forest or something like that.
Cracking twigs and rustling leaves.
It's musical in the way that it sounds as you kind of speak across at this creature.
Halo soundtrack.
At that moment exactly, you see the thorns kind of crack and stop as they begin to slowly come out. And you are not restrained, either of you.
Don't attack. In your head, I'm telepathically telling
Yeah.
him, do not attack them.
That's the reaction.
You see them both
Right, I can see him written
Like,
all over his face.
as if they were there the whole time. They cease to move, and you almost lose track of exactly where they are as they look exactly like the rest of the trees around them. As these kind of vines begin to pull back from them, and they kind of You see, actually, both of you roll me perception checks as well.
I feel like he's like dryad bodyguards.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Natural 20.
That's good because I got a
You see,
perception again.
How many more of them do I see?
you see 3 more that were like around the proximity and the perimeter do the same thing as they just stop moving.
Okay. This time, you lead. Wick, get us out of here.
Okay, I think we got enough.
Wanna like just put my hands on my hips, but they're actually on like my handles. Just like that. Just ready to pop and go. Where are we going, Wick?
We're
Smile! Smile nice please. This is
Do I see the wolf
all
anywhere?
good.
Or is he gone now?
Roll me perception check.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Perception. Comes back and helps you with boss fight.
You don't see him.
Okay, I think it's time to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna slowly start backing up, and we're leaving now. In Sylvan, we're leaving now.
Thank you.
We're a foreign exchange student.
Fun.
I did harvest, but I did not take any of the roots. They will grow back. I hurt the ground to save that life. And let's go.
And let's go.
So you guys begin to leave the
Yeah.
area, heading back the same way you came.
Mm-hmm.
As you are,
Just backing out. As
Yeah.
yeah, back
Homer
out.
Simpson.
Literally Homer Simpsoning ourselves back up
Yeah.
into the
Totally.
So you kind of make your way
Civilization.
out of this kind of difficult area where all of these entangling plants are making it difficult to traverse and walk. As you make your way backwards, you hear after maybe about 20 or so minutes rustling in the trees around you. Both of you roll me perception checks.
Rustling.
Wrestling.
17.
Perception 22.
So you both would see the top of the head of this large wolf, maybe 30 or 40 feet away from you in the woods. You see it poking up kind of.
I've got some rations on me. You get a little bit of beef jerky. I'm gonna dry meat.
Human jerky.
I'm gonna extend my hand out, and I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Okay, I'll say both of, or one of you can roll, or both of you can roll animal handling. One of you can roll with
I got a
advantage,
+5.
or
I'm not that. Go ahead.
So with advantage. That's a nat 20.
We have wall pad! Roll again, double nat
Okay.
20, let's go.
No.
I was thinking.
You see the head disappear behind the bush for a moment before it comes through and like leaps up and grabs the meat out of your hand, Yurri, and then sits at your side, Wick. Kind of sniffs your hand before licking it. As it holds up his paw, you see like blood soaking into its fur, down off its hind legs. It is very badly hurt.
I'm gonna motion for it to eat the good berries so it heals up 10.
As you see some of the like open wounds begin to seal on
Can be
it.
omnivorous. Whoops. Power. We'll chew on stuff.
Do you think would that work?
Hands? Sure. Fill the berries.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna into my wrist. I'm gonna put it up to the wolf. Pet it. Have it eat.
It's
a blood.
Eat your blood.
Eat my blood. Eat my blood.
Roll me an animal handling check.
You can do it!
DC is 14.
Can
Okay.
I advantage by kind of
Lose a
like
hand.
You're gonna encourage this?
Yeah,
Sure. I'll take that bet.
yeah, advantage. You have advantage.
Did you take that bet?
Let's go!
I took that bet.
19 plus 3 is a 22.
Baby, let's go.
That beats your 14.
So it starts sniffing at it, and it's like a couple pats from Wick and of encouragement for it.
You'd have to bury it.
Takes a few like modest licks before.
Well, let's go.
You taste dirt.
Do you want to come with me? Let's go.
Go.
They start to walk off, and it's kind of
How
like.
much damage did he take from cutting his I'll take whatever it is you got.
Roll for brick.
Roll for brick.
If I take 1
That's
point of
big, Rick.
damage.
3.
I'll get one.
It's like you need to stay consistent.
That had a reason.
I had a reason too. I was experimenting.
With Whisper's Edge.
The Whisper's Edge had
Exactly.
Specific sword that
Yeah.
sucks blood.
Yeah, but you didn't suck my blood. I pricked it with something else.
What? What? What about? What are you pointing at me for?
1 point of damage. Take 1 point.
Stop paying attention to me!
So as you guys get about maybe 10 feet away, you notice it's not following you yet. It's kind of cocked its head, kind of.
Come on. You get your dog.
Begins to follow along.
I'm gonna kind of give my kind of side a kind of like as they follow me.
Okay. It seems to be following along. As you guys begin to make your way back to Ann.
Yeah.
I might be able to
Or are we going to
keep him.
So we have to get this back to Redmond. He wants these herbs.
Yeah, how much
Well-
carry weight did you have left in your backpack, for example? Say at least you got half of what you were wanting to before the encounter happened.
So I have probably about 70 pounds that I can carry.
So your backpack will have a certain amount. It's usually about 35 pounds.
Oh.
That's like a maximum weight that you can put in your backpack. So it would be depending on how much stuff you actually have in there.
Sure.
Like there's certain things you can,
I might have
you
to
know,
actually check
yeah,
that.
like you can have a rope on your belt or something
Yeah, yeah,
weird
yeah.
like that. But there's some stuff that would actually have to physically go into your
I'm
bag
with
in
you.
order to be
Yeah.
stored. So once you get the number, I'm not too worried about
Yeah.
it. But
I can.
somewhere between 35 and 0 would be the amount of pounds of. I will get the proper name for this.
Put it in
2 Sobeys bags.
Sure. Yeah, that would be a lot.
So about
But you
Are
can
these the old
squish
school
it
Sobeys bags?
in the bag I can probably carry about
That's
My
infinity.
plastic one.
That's infinity.
about 15 I could probably move some stuff around to make it about 20.
Okay. So I'd say you get 10 pounds worth of. So it's coumarin. C-O-U.
Cumin.
M-A-R-I-N. Coumarin is what it's called, at least in this realm.
Show me potatoes out.
And this dire wolf seems to be following in your footsteps as well.
Let's
It
get back.
is a dire wolf.
No way this could backfire.
No way this would make her.
No. Little one. I'm gonna look for a baby dragon.
Whoa,
We already did that.
Can I have a haju?
Let's do this properly.
I'd like to be God right now.
Where's my dragon spirit?
No.
Perhaps my
Use rope.
parrot of
Like
wound
leash.
healing.
Bring it into
City center.
Wolf.
I can go the guy with cards.
oh.
I am the guy with cards. I am
Look at me, look at me.
I am the
No.
wolf now.
Is
There's a lot of bodies in the red basement, drained of blood, nowhere to go. Maybe he eats them?
For disposal service.
But what's stopping them from eating Wolfie?
Fucking dead.
Because they need him.
So the wolf is dead?
No, the bodies.
Oh yeah, but I mean the vampires.
Oh, yeah, they might.
So I guess we're making our way back to the
Thinking about it.
red basement.
Okay.
Arby's.
If perhaps there is other building I can vacate to house Wolfie.
It probably wouldn't be too out of the realm for a druid as myself to have a wolf companion.
It's not a bad idea. Perhaps you are allowed to walk around the town with that.
Might get an off leash, fine, but
Use rope.
yeah,
It's great leash.
let them give me a warning first. Fuck them.
Sure.
Yeah, keep
Let
them
your wolf on
see-
leash, please.
Yeah.
It's not on leash.
Can you look at the sign, please? It clearly says
No,
all
no.
animals and pets and slaves on leashes.
Please.
Also,
Everything from cat.
you have to
dragon.
stay at least
On leash,
30
please.
feet away from me at all times because you
Cat
want
to
to
giraffes
my
needs to be on a leash.
trying to stay subtle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you guys will be heading on your way back to and
Yeah.
going to the red basement at bare minimum,
exactly.
at least. So while that is happening, the rest of you making your way to Folger's Flag.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Easy enough to traverse your way there. As a few minutes down the road, eventually you guys find yourself heading in that direction, and you see a simple stone structure, wooden upper level, red faded roof, shingled. Two large wooden doors that mark the main entrance, where a simple sign hangs Folger's Flagon. The windows are all along the long edges of the building on both sides, on both floors. All windows have shutters. Some of them are open, some of them are closed. And along the back of the building, you see like a cluster of barrels and crates and a single wooden door that leads inside, kind of like a staff entrance type of a vibe.
So Evanora, you know this place very well, right? How do we behave when
Who are
we?
you talking to? Who's Evanora?
Sorry, my apologies. You know this place very well, right?
You. Yes, I did here a few times.
So how do we?
You walk in the front door,
All right,
pop up my hood, and walk in the front door.
Great. I follow suit.
act like you.
You said there's nobody checking for vampires.
If anything goes wrong, I trusted you.
Evanora.
That's on you.
Ah.
You're just gonna have your heart broken.
So, as you
Yeah,
guys,
that wolf is gonna
Hi, Damien.
I'm ready to be heard again.
Adopted
Okay.
a fur baby.
Oh, that's nice.
The gay couple adopted a fur baby.
That's dire baby.
It's a corgi. It's a corgi husky mix.
What's the wolf's name?
Don't get too attached, boys, please.
We gotta come up with one. We'll think. We'll like our walk back. Like, dude, respond.
I called it lunch.
How much?
Lettuce.
Yeah.
Lunch.
I would like to name this
no.
a ration.
Yeah.
blood bag.
So as you guys step through the doorway, the bottom level is relatively open with two large support pillars that are kind of centered apart. Straight ahead is a long wooden bar that extends about halfway down the room, where a staircase leading up begins on either side, basically of the bar. A wooden door leading outside sits against the wall behind the bar, where you would imagine that's kind of that staff entrance, basically, perhaps. Where there's a countertop and a fireplace that's roasting several pots and meats over top, and warm flames. Two large barrels sit against the back length of the wall, and several shelves of mugs and things of that. Around there are small tables scattered around the room, seemingly like nowhere, basically. Kind of no rhyme or reason. It's basically, you see scrape marks moved around where people move them as they see fit, basically. There's no room arrangement. In the room, however, you see 6 patrons inside of folders. It's relatively quiet inside.
It's almost 2 a.m. Surprising.
Do I recognize any of these patrons?
15.
Hey, roll me perception.
What? It's to be like, it's almost 2 a.m. Sundial.
It's going to be a 9, but no, I can't. It's too late. Okay.
Ooh, but I will guide her.
All right.
Apologies.
Get it going.
happened.
Oh, damn.
That was my fault. That was my fault. That was my fault. You can't do it. But that was my fault. Sorry, I'm a bad person.
See, most of them have their heads down
Okay.
on the tables. It looks like they've
Jail.
either fallen asleep drinking there or are just tired of drinking and taking a small break. So it's hard for you to recognize anybody.
Well then.
I don't see them.
You already see.
Should we grab
Secret
a
hall?
table and a chair and just wait till someone talks to us?
So yeah, there's a guy behind the bar. He's not really paying attention right now. Nope. He's not paying attention right now. I mean, it's like really late in the morning as he's just kind of behind the bar cleaning something. Back is turned. Doesn't even notice the door open.
Are there any fangs in the area?
Fangs?
Like, is anyone else a vampire here?
I mean, it's hard for you to tell as most people have their heads down on the table and they're not really paying attention to anything.
I guess
very quiet
what I'm
inside.
asking is, like, if we're going to grab a table, pull it into the corner, sit down ourselves, I'd like to be, just saying, I'd like to be looking around at people as they, like, pick up their drink to their mouths, if I can spot fangs.
Okay, if you guys are going to be making enough, like, ruckus to kind of stir,
Dragging a chair over.
No,
Actually, go like this
I
against
plan
the
on-
table.
no!
Putting out enough to get them
I know, I know.
How did that translate to ruckus?
It evolved.
I know.
I don't understand how that translated to ruckus.
Well, that was my ask. I'm not 100% sure of what the plan is. I'm hearing 2 different things because Ashton said something different than what you just said.
I didn't hear
So are you, well, just the people involved then maybe.
I'll say that. I'll say that.
So how are you, so what would you guys like to do? Yeah, the people are basically sleeping at the table and the barkeep is not really paying attention to things, but you can get his attention if you'd like, or anybody else in the room if you wanted to.
Can I? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm not doing anything. That's what my point is. I'm not doing anything.
I would like to go up to the barkeep
Okay.
and order us some beer. Whatever.
Okay, so you kind of grab his attention in any way.
Yeah, I just like kind of lean on. I'm like, and slap the money down.
Okay. Sound of money hitting the table. Huh? Oh my god, new customers.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening. Good evening, sorry. Welcome to Folders Flagon. Hungry? Thirsty?
Thirsty.
Thirsty? These 3 other people behind.
4 beer, please.
4 beers.
Yep. Are all 4 of you guys?
Um,
I'm not like standing behind her.
No,
but-
like in.
I'm standing behind you.
Busy night
Okay.
tonight?
You're standing
I'm
behind
gonna wait until he pours the beer, and then I'm gonna say, I don't really like beer. Do you have any wine?
both of you guys make
Wait till
some
after
insight
course of
checks.
Okay, I guess I am getting a drink.
Wait until it's put in front of me.
Actually, I don't like
I can hear all of this.
Me as well.
Yeah, yeah, Evanora and Dane.
That's not good. That's
Okay.
9.
23.
Okay. Evanora, you pick up on like A gulp of fear enters his throat as he turns around, and then he holds himself as tightly together as he can, but you can see his hand quivering as he pours the beers. And puts several mugs in front of you before, Damien, you say you don't want beer.
I don't really like beer.
Well, that's too bad.
Wine then? A cup of wine is one silver.
Oh, you can. I'm not getting you wine.
I thought you were buying around for
I
your
was buying
friends.
around a beer.
Oh, well, I guess I'll have beer then.
Thank you, good sir. And I give him a gold.
Thank you, madam. Late night?
Yes. Busy night, out and about, but I'm sure you're used to patrons like myself coming in.
Oh yeah, we were. I was just going to be closing up for the night, get the riffraff out. You know, a few of them seem to have drank themselves silly.
I see that. Have you seen Kleb or Bile around at all tonight?
Right away.
I think since they're frequent in this area.
I rolled in at 20.
He knows everybody.
Wait, everybody
Just
knows
for
you.
yourself. It's like four people coming in. Not scared shitless. Totally sober.
Totally sober.
Actually, now that you mentioned it,
Probably
they
some
Blood. Like
Dead
we just
sober.
came from Blood Rage.
Oh yeah.
kind of leans in.
Blood all over me.
They were in the gambling den earlier tonight, but they've left from what I understand. Maybe they were accelerating their, trying to embolden their daily earnings, perhaps.
That does make sense. It has been a while since I've been here. Do they frequent here nightly, usually?
No,
Or in the
usually
evenings?
maybe every so often, but
Every
not
so often?
that often. I know them because they come here regularly enough, but once a week maybe. This isn't.
Do you know where
They usually come here to gamble.
Yes, of course. Do you know where I find them outside of this? And I slide him another gold.
Say without a persuasion check for the sake of the greasings and the fear. They said they were heading back to the guild to do some artwork.
Of course.
Bob Ross.
Thank you for your information.
Of course, lady.
I grab my beer, pass it to everyone, and then let's go find a table.
I'm gonna find the drunkest
We're
person.
sitting at a table, the two of
Oh,
us.
well, I grab, I
You
join
pull
you.
up to the table
But
I'm
next
gonna take it and go to one of the drunkest people I can find and say like, "Ah, Bob, my good friend." And sit down with them.
Good.
I got this for you. Put it in his hand.
Oh, he's toasted.
Just put my arm around him and be like,
Smell them.
"I'll get you home safe. Don't worry."
Well, disadvantage. He's pretty good.
Predator. And Bob was never seen again.
Gregory, is that you?
Yes, it's Gregory. Our good friend.
It's Uncle Gregory!
My Uncle Gregory. I was killed by my Uncle Gregory.
You know, I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, you too.
You're cute.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
His lips are like just wisping next to you. Ouch!
Oh, you little
Big teeth, Gregory.
Oh,
Later. Where's? Let's go, man.
Let's go sit with the rest of our friends.
Paul.
Hey, Evanora, you would notice the barkeep has left the room entirely.
I follow him.
Okay, he's behind the bar. He goes through the back entrance.
Oh, I follow.
Okay, he goes
Because
out.
I was after that, I wanted to be like, I want to keep an eye on the bartender.
Okay, yeah. He leaves the room.
Because I'm suspicious of him now.
Okay. So yeah, you see Evanora get up and follow him out.
I'm sticking. I found what I.
He's drunk enough that if you want to, you can coerce him over the table pretty easily. You might have to partially carry him.
Where did Evanora go?
Like, I'm hoping to like
Huh?
cut him off before
I'm
he
busy.
gets...
I thought you were watching me.
Where did
She with behind the bodies.
Make me a dexterity check.
There's free people in this place.
Definitely suspicious.
Okay, so
Definitely suspicious.
you see him like, he has that moment of like fucking dipping, and you with the 12, you
I want to be like, cut him off.
well, you don't, unfortunately, with the 12. He's like, it's a 2-meter walk for him. It's like a 30. It's across the whole room for you. You'd have to be quite quick in order to stop him. It's very short for him to go back. So he leaves. But you go through the door afterwards, and it just leads to outside. You see him quickly, like, walking down the street as quickly as he can. As he looks back, what?
I was hoping to get another round. I was thirsty. Where are you going?
I was.
buddy. You're a spy.
Please don't eat me.
Well, I wasn't planning on it. What?
So you made it weird.
We're both of
I'm
us.
supposed to know what vampires are doing and their intent. I don't want to be around while any of my patrons are slain.
Where are you heading?
Home.
Is that so? Can I do an insight check? See if he's heading home. Or
I would like to be eating everyone in the room.
15.
We're on supervised.
Yeah, I mean, they're all so drunk that there's
Feeding
really not
frenzy,
much they can do.
15.
15, he genuinely seems to be like, I'm on my way home because I don't want to die tonight. You see him glance over and you get the sense that his house is like incredibly close. Like he can see it from where he is. I don't...
You head on home.
Okay.
I'm going to watch you walk into your door. I will leave you be as long as you keep your little mouth shut.
I went home early. I closed up shop. That's it.
Great.
Whatever you do with your time, it doesn't involve me.
Oh, exactly. I watch him.
God, I have to get a better shift.
I have to get a better shit.
Goes over to one of the...
I would like
nervously
to
takes his keys out, enters it and kind of looks back. Closes it tight and you get a... The shutters all close. You look through the curtains for a second.
You swear you hear a dropper and come up.
So
Our left
there
turn around
are
and then I
6
go back in.
patrons.
He has one and
He
he
has 1,
splashes.
so that means 5 more.
3 for me, 2 for you.
Sounds famous.
Bullshit.
You already have one.
I want to come back in.
Gregory, are we going to do this or not? You hear like this belt
Fine,
buckle
2, 2, and 2
undoing.
then. 2, 2, and 2.
Lock the doors.
What about me?
You're not here.
You're watching.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, but
It's
not gonna happen in 30
Depending
seconds.
on-
So
you might come
to be
into
fair-
a midway through a feeding. You might
To
come
be
into
fair,
a
the only reason we know we can do this is because we're listening in on her conversation. That,
Well, he's gone, is my whole thing. The bartender, the only
yeah, but
person.
we don't know he's gone. Like, we just saw him go through a curtain. We don't know he's actually left.
I
Right?
don't care.
I basically just want to
I have no supervision right now.
Yeah, but
I would kill him too if he came back.
I just want to make sure
I'm fine to
he
not
doesn't go
metagame.
the yard.
I don't feel like I am, but if there's a sense
You're
that
only about 15 feet away from the back door when
Especially
that
if you see-
that
you could also
conversation
thought, like, her
happens.
running
she's following him,
Yeah.
so I'm
Let's
kind of
take
like,
care.
she's gonna eat him.
Yeah.
Say, so yeah, the other 6 individuals and the guy who's calling Damien Gregory are all very, very, like, they're incapacitated. They're so drunk.
Great,
fight him.
great.
Wait, lock the
So-
doors first. Lock the doors.
I will do that. Yes,
Okay, you're locking the front door?
I am.
Okay.
And whatever door that guy just went out of.
Shutter the windows.
Okay, so you lock the back door as well. Evanora, you get to the door
Sorry,
and it is
I
locked.
have to make sure.
What the fuck?
How's he safe? How'd you be safe?
I want to try to lockpick the door.
You have thieves tools?
Yeah. I fucking
Go
do.
for it. So this will take a minute or 2 for you to do this, mind you, but
I try it. Oh, I guess, yeah. Okay.
So dexterity check.
I'm gonna be waiting, but like if you guys start biting,
22.
I'm jumping in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It
22.
is a very, very simple
frenzy.
lock. You've trained enough with lockpicks that this is like absolutely basic. You just have to go through the steps and the motions. It takes you a moment or two. In the meantime, as that minute is passing by or so, you guys are corralling the individuals in the bar, or are you just going in and biting them?
No, I'm going to where they are sitting and biting them. At least
Okay.
my two.
Yeah.
Going to where they're sitting, biting them, getting lots of blood out, because then I would like to start using their blood to draw the symbol of Nostra all over the walls and the Deathwalker symbol as well.
Okay,
on
so
the
6
tables.
people. There's bite, bite, bite. One each for the starting bite.
Sure.
That's happening. Okay, the other 4, I'm
10
going to
points.
see if they actually notice this and wake up. 'cause,
Okay, great.
you know,
That's fair. Probably pretty low DC on that one.
well, and
Well,
this
they're
is
pretty
like,
drunk though.
for the sake of they're like sharp.
That's what-
One of them
Turn on
actually
the tap.
does
Well,
stir.
that's why I'm not like corralling them. I'm going to where they're sitting and like.
2 of them stir.
Yeah.
One of them is unconscious. Okay, so but the other ones they will die instantly from this basically.
So who's stirring out of the ones?
2 of them, and one of them is going to remain unconscious. But as you guys bite into the first 3 victims, roll me your necrotic damages, because if it's less than a certain amount,
Oh no,
I'll actually kill them.
Victor, no. 13.
Okay, he's dead, dead.
What is it? 3d6?
Yeah.
3d6.
Oh,
Yeah, dead.
14.
Dead.
Okay, so you guys each gain a blood point. 1, 2, 3. And that one.
Oh,
For Damien.
Did you get in?
As 2 of them like leap to their feet, one of them falls back in his chair somehow, even drunker now. They each go for the
I'll
door.
say, ooh, oh
I love it when they run.
no, sorry.
So at that moment, Evanora, you click open the door and you see like 2 men that just basically are in the midst of darting across the room, heading towards the front door, and both basically one over another. Open it, you fool! Fucking turn the lock!
I'll try and grapple one.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll command the other one.
Okay, wisdom save?
I forget.
And also, what do you use to say?
Yeah.
That's gonna be
And I'll say grovel.
That's an 8 for me.
Yeah, it's a 4 on the save, so he
Oh,
will
sorry,
grovel.
9
Yeah.
for
As
me.
he turns around, please.
So
And
it
a
wants
9 to
grovel at your feet.
grapple.
Well, I'm gonna try to
16
bite the
does
one that's
escape.
graveling. Oh, you guys
So
saved me
where?
one.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
have
He
that
escapes your grapple, basically. He like, pushes you off. Gah!
And I'll say, oh, fuck, he's too much work. Evanora, you go ahead.
A 2. He doesn't manage to get the door unlocked.
There's one groveling at my feet, so I'm gonna.
I thought he was groveling at his feet.
He's groveling in general.
You've got.
Well, there's one who's trying to get up. Can someone get him, please?
Ah!
2 trying to get in.
I like the hunt. I'll
There's
go
two
after
trying to
the
get
one
out.
that's
You
You
turn one to grovel.
groveled one.
Yeah.
Pardon? You
And
want to try to
then
go for that
I
one?
try to
Yeah.
grapple
She went in the
another.
back way, the
Yeah.
guy's still trying to get out the front.
Grab
The one.
Okay.
Okay. He'll try and resist
Oh, okay.
it.
So she's nowhere
It's an
near
11.
No.
Or the guy.
No.
So that's why I'm saying, come get this one.
Yes,
Now you
that's
bite
good.
it?
I'm making too much
Well, did you
noise.
roll your grapple check?
Oh.
You need to beat an 11. Athletics.
Or Dex.
No.
You,
Not
your
just
grapple?
Oh, your
That's
grapple.
the
Right.
skill.
Sorry, that's the
Yeah.
bite. That's the bite. That's the
No,
bite.
never mind that. I thought it was like against my spell save.
Okay, he gets out. He manages to unlock the door. He
No,
starts
door.
running
Yeah, I was
out.
gonna say,
It
somebody.
has compelled rule.
I want to go. Yeah. Try to grab him
What's my
again.
save?
14. With
11.
He's not going nowhere.
Turns around and is like, "I'll fight you all!" Standing like 1 foot out the door and like the breath of freedom just wisping behind him as he turns heel and turns around and puts 2 fists up towards you. "I'll fight you!"
You certainly.
How about these?
So he'll run like past both of you to get to Yura. If you guys wanted, you could attack him if you'd like. Or you can
Yeah.
just let him run straight into Yura's arms.
You're gonna have
Let's
this.
say he makes 1 half-hearted attack towards you. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. Yeah!
There's a better way to do it.
I go for a grapple.
Punching you in the armor. Yeah.
Mine for you, it's probably easier order.
7 and 7 on the save.
Well, I guess I'll
That's
go
not
after
it.
the groveled one then.
That's a
Or you're gonna go after him.
12.
Right. So you just kind of
I don't really
wrap
care.
around him as his
How many foot
fists are
points?
flailing a little bit.
You could have more.
No, you don't know. Fat.
Kill you!
Very nice.
So he finishes groveling, and then the command technically ends afterwards. So in that time, what would you like to do?
Eat him.
Okay, roll me an attack roll.
Manja.
Oh, it's not bad.
It could be.
It could be.
It's only a... Wait, is it proficient? Yeah, proficient.
Dex
That's 4.
Wait,
14.
6.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
Grapple. And then bite. Do I have to roll again?
Go for it.
Yes.
Will you all help me put their bodies in the formation of the Deathwalker?
19 on the force.
You grab one by the hair and drag him over.
I know my kind
6,
I'm not
7,
thinking
8,
red.
9, 10, 11 necrotic damage. Plus
He
the
did.
piercing damage.
I'm assuming you guys are killing the other two as well.
He's dead.
All 6 should be
He's dead, Jim.
So you got another
Yura
one?
got one.
Damien got one and Yura got one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at you with all the
Okie
blood
dokie,
points.
smokies.
Yeah, I like to put the 6 bodies in the symbol of the Deathwalkers. So like curl one up into a dot, curl another one up into a dot, elongate 2 to be a line, and then curve 2 bodies.
That is 6.
I like it. I'm gonna also...
Oh god, that's great.
Is there a pill?
I would say
Make them
most
all
likely,
little
but you can
smiley
go and look.
faces.
I
Just
want
to
to
really
go
creep
find a
everybody
tonic.
out.
You Joker style?
I don't want to do that.
Easy to find.
I'm gonna go carry with drawing with
The
symbols of
lock
blood. I'm
has
gonna do
made
a
its
few
way away,
tic-tac-toes.
so it is
A
locked.
couple
Okay,
What are these
vamps.
horrific?
Vamps was
You catch
used.
yourself. You catch yourself nicknamed Damien.
No, scratch it. Scratch it.
14? Man, so tonight's earnings
Zed?
were
Ted was here.
a solid
They're not dead.
30. What should I
Ted's
go
gonna
with?
be the high
So
vampire.
30 copper pieces,
No.
40 silver pieces, and 16 gold pieces.
Well, how'd they do?
I've been trying to suck your blood for so long.
30 copper, 40 silver, 16
Him in the
gold.
Davis.
He's always hidden in the shades. Giant fucking
So their
yes.
blood displayed out in the symbol of Nostra.
Did you do that? Oh, I said I wanted to do that too. Great.
Me? What?
No, I'm saying you did, yeah.
No, she raided the till.
Yeah.
You-
No, blood, Nostra symbol, bodies, Deathwalkers.
Perfect.
We love it. There's much
Okay.
blood everywhere.
So yeah, the room is
Spray.
absolutely disgusting right now, or amazing, depending on your perspective.
Amazing.
Actually,
It's disgustingly amazing.
it's disgustingly amazing. His blood is like everywhere, all over
We
the
love that.
floor. The
I want to
walls.
see this
The
picture.
tables
Oh.
are a spill of blood and stale beer.
We can just go back to the bedroom.
What time is it? I kind of went into a
Yeah, yeah.
fugue state there.
I want to go see if
Yeah,
I
it's
can
an-
find a body upstairs.
It's an inn, so there might be people upstairs sleeping.
Dessert?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anyone up for dessert?
I could eat.
Okay, let's go. I have a second stomach for dwarves.
Springsteen. Hilarious.
Delightful.
Alright, so as you guys go upstairs, begin checking the rooms.
Quietly.
They are all locked.
Housekeeping.
I lockpicked one.
Okay.
Or we
You're
could
just
check
knocking
to
on
see
them,
where the
you're
keys-
lockpicking each one. I'd say for the sake of rolling, like eventually you'll be able to open it. Pretty simple locks. They're just locked for formalities, basically. And you're just kind of traveling behind both of you guys. Okay.
Can I try to mimic the bartender that I heard like say one line?
And that's just housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
No, we're close.
Give it a shot.
I'd say short. Now, as you guys are going by the rooms, one by one,
Turn down service at 3
so
a.m.
nobody answers to the call of that immediately, but as you're opening up doors, you're a little slower than just literally knocking by, but you're going in. Nobody's in there. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Until there is one where you hear a voice, housekeeping? What time is it? I paid for my room.
Well, we need to make sure it's up to snuff for what you've been paying for.
What?
Only the finest of you flag is open the door. It's corporate. Make sure every flagon.
Right, you can roll me a persuasion check.
I'll guidance you, and by doing that, I'll say, yes, open up.
I could have just lockpicked it and he would have been asleep and all would have been.
No, but this is fun.
Okay, so guidance is D4.
Yes.
Oh, I rolled bad.
Don't worry, you got plenty of blood points to use.
No way.
Those things are gonna sit in your guys' vials like Phoenix Downs in Final Fantasy.
No, I
15.
know what I'm using.
I rolled a 4.
15 is what I was looking for.
Is it already?
I rolled.
Fuck, Max. God damn it, this better not take long. I've got a busy day tomorrow. As the door creaks open, he's in like his little pajamas, little nightcap kind of.
You better hurry, there's blood everywhere downstairs. Vampires! I try and scare him into running. Like past
I mean, he's got nowhere to run.
Well, only one way is past me, so I'm gonna go and be like looking pointedly under my arm. No, run! I can't come in your room.
Hey,
without
I
permission.
mean, he's
I
gonna run.
want to try to grapple
It's gonna
him.
be an 18
Oh, God
on
damn
that.
it. Fucking hell.
You want to try and snag him?
Yeah.
If she fails, I want you
Slip
to.
by.
It's like trying to run through the legs of all these people.
Yeah, exactly.
Vampires!
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't get that.
You swoop over.
I wanna
he
try and, like,
sweeps
fucking
underneath.
Grab him by the neck as he passes
All
by
right,
me.
going for the choke grab. Yeah.
Slam.
That's a 2!
You're up.
Come on, you're up.
Yours up.
As you see him, he like
Claim this
parkours off the wall.
Europe, you could get him before he realizes the doors are also locked downstairs.
There we go. Like
Shit.
a rat escaping a basement. It's really good. It's a 24.
Yeah. He like does like a half backflip. It's amazing over Evanora, over Elspeth, and just into your arms.
This is like clothesline.
It's like the thing where he backs up and he's like,
That's behind me, isn't it?
That is a beefy wall.
That's so perfect face. That is a large chest. What is happening back there? Yeah, you can grapple him up. He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Plunge fangs right into him.
Yeah, okay. He'll drop this fool. It's fine.
Well, Dad,
Good for you.
I had to feed on stupid cows, and you guys had full animal slaughterhouse.
Slaughter
went-
the whole
you
inn.
You volunteered.
I want to make sure to
I suggested he
clean it up as best as
Oh,
possible. At least the downstairs, not the
I gotta
upstairs.
go with it.
We'll talk about the upstairs.
Yes,
You want to clean up the downstairs?
A little bit, yeah.
I have wolf to clean up.
Why?
Because I'm trying to get hold of my contacts.
Like clean yourself or clean the room? Sorry.
The downstairs.
Oh, like the bar.
You start moving your
This was
ritual.
a wonderful display in your God Nostra.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find my mentor.
Well, they're not here. All these people are dead.
How are you going to find them?
They frequent here.
What if you leave a symbol in that secret language of yours
Yes, thieves
on the
can't
wall
do
in
that,
blood,
so.
then they know it's not
Can I try
or
to leave a
outside,
message as best I
not
can?
in blood, and so they think you escaped the battle.
Better.
Yes, that one.
Yes, better.
You
What he
lis-
said,
you
what he
listen
said.
to Yurri. He's the smart.
Oh, no, he said what he said.
Yes.
Definitely has to be intelligence based. I'll say, for the sake of like trying to remember what a phrase might be that
Or
would be
even like a
recognizable.
symbol
History
or...
check.
What are you? Oh no, you're not.
He doesn't
you're not
actually
rogue
know
yet.
I could use some help on this.
I know, I was trying to think of a way to guidance you, but I will just say, best of luck.
But so yeah, because you don't know it. What are you trying to?
I've got this bit.
I guess we'll see what the roll is. Yeah, we'll see what the roll is.
Yeah, I'm slowly becoming
But your goal is to leave a message
it's
regardless.
Just happening. I'm sorry.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah.
But what
I'm aware.
is
Yeah.
your goal?
Yeah.
To what do you
I
want to
want
say?
to get Bile and Kleb's attention, and I want them to meet me somewhere.
So what exactly do you want? What is your intention to write in terms of?
Is it like,
Like,
reach out to me?
It'll be
Kinda
a
like,
Yeah.
I'm looking
code,
for
but
you?
that code will
Yeah,
mean
find
what?
me.
Find
I
me.
do think we've been.
Yeah, like a code word for Evanora.
Only because
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Like find Evanora. I'm looking for you. Like a calling card, like the bat symbol, but for
Crow, whatever her thing is. Yeah.
I think it would be better if the symbol wasn't in blood. Whatever you're trying to write.
No, I'm not doing it in blood.
Oh,
No.
good idea.
Okay, do you have, like ink and paper or something else?
Scratching.
I'm sure there's something behind the bar. Or
Yeah, I'll
in
find
the tavern
something
somewhere that
or
you can
coal,
find.
anything.
Okay, and where are you writing this?
It's true. It's a
thing.
thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
I'm trying to
I know,
where-
just so loose. Just the way it was said.
There's like bodies everywhere, blood all over the place.
Maybe on the front door.
Okay, on the front door. On the front
So
door.
really common base, like common knowledge thing.
Because I'm like-
Weird to know about it.
Thieves Guild.
Writing on the front door. Okay, so what do you want to try to say? This is what your intent,
That can't be okay.
and then we'll see what your role is, and you won't honestly know how well you do. But
I'm assuming they would probably have like a word like to associate with them besides like writing out their names.
Like a calling card.
yeah, perhaps.
I want to try to
Jack of Clubs.
use like the calling card for them to be like, we need to talk.
So your goal is to say Kleb and so we need to talk.
Did
Yeah.
you see Kleb?
He read the names.
Was it
Kleb and Bile.
Kleb, the guy I impaled?
No.
I impaled.
Kleb and
Right the
Bile,
cord.
we need to talk.
I think it's...
Clem. That was Clem.
Oh, okay.
Clem.
Because we called him Clem.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did call him
But I know that
Clem. I remember
Clem.
seeing
Clem.
Clem.
Pardon?
But I know
Right.
any other places that they would frequent.
Other than the guild, you're kind of partially guessing that they frequent here.
Okay.
Again, you actually aren't a member. Remember, you're in training, so you don't really know. You're mostly following your mentor's lead all of the time and picking up what you can. And
I
his
want them to
instructions are
meet me
separate.
at my mentor's place. Like,
So meet at.
Hansel.
Oh,
Is your name Gretel?
I see Zoolander.
I'm so hot right now.
Question in that regard: does he live with you? Is that your house with him? Is that your separate house, or does he have a place of his own?
I feel like he would have a place of his own.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you probably don't know where he lives in that capacity. You guys meet up for the sake of it.
So I'll get him to meet up
you
where
know,
we
the
meet
thieves'
up.
ways.
Yeah, where we meet up. Usually.
So I mean, they might not know where you guys meet up. You know what I mean? Like,
Why are... Never mind. You know what? I'm done.
okay. Right. Roll me a.
I'm like
history
moving
check.
the bodies. Oh, so the bodies are staying?
So this is now the history check is to
There's
see
my
how
story.
well you actually write this.
It is though. Yeah, no. 11 plus, what is it, Dex? Or
Nope, history.
14.
Okay.
Sweet. So that's how
Okay, so you do all that. You're not 100% sure if you did the coding right.
True. I might say that their place has been ransacked and look into it themselves.
You also know where the guild is located, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't get in.
Well, what if we say let us fuck in?
Let us the fuck in right now.
We're here to see this person.
Well, do they know that Hansel is missing?
I don't know. I was trying to talk to them.
Okay, so you leave the message.
Wholesale.
Now, this is like in weird phrasing. You know, you're like, the Spain is age and Maine and all that stuff.
Great.
I was totally a fair lady.
The
Yeah.
life of the
Like, so you would remember,
tea
you
is
know, chat like Hansel's calling card name. You would absolutely remember that. You would absolutely remember Kleb and Bile, like those things you get in there. It's the phrasing that you're like, not 100% sure on, but you do your best. You leave your message on the door. So, with the murder abound, as you're writing on the front door, now what do you guys want to be doing?
Well, then the safest place for us to be is the red basement. Don't you agree?
Yes, maybe they have clothes there we could change into.
It's possible.
Just gonna wash off at the one.
The blood well inside the red basement. Swash off.
This isn't working nearly as well as I thought.
There's
blood, isn't it?
That's fine if you guys want to
Maybe
go
we
back
hide
there.
out in the red room tonight.
I think that's
Or
There's blood, isn't it?
today.
I think that's a wise idea, and perhaps we can
During
find
sunlight.
someone that can help us procure new clothing or help us clean these ones.
Then obviously.
Also, Tweedledee and Wick and the other twin, your brother.
Dom, yes.
Yes.
The guy and the other guy.
They will be returning to the red basement, and that's where we need to meet up with them.
That's where we should go.
So.
I don't know where my accent went.
Easy enough. So you guys have your massive slaughter, raid the chest of earnings of the day,
I got some.
head back to the red basement.
I'm very poor.
Let's say for the sake of it, because it would be so cool if you guys arrived around the same time. As you guys are kind of coming near, you would see standing out front Wick and Yurri and a large direwolf.
What is that?
Oh. Yurri.
No, not that beast. That beast.
I take offense.
I meant for you too.
Did you bring a supper?
No.
Don't use your words against me, woman.
That's a hard color.
You guys look like you.
Anyways, we have new vent. Look, he's
something
big.
happening?
He's a good friend.
You guys look like you had fun.
Do you notice anything different about us?
You're like covered in blood.
Like it's like dripping.
You guys are soaked in blood. He's like,
What did you get that for?
We ate a lot of people.
you're not.
No, I didn't eat anyone.
Oh, okay, yeah. You guys
I
are
didn't
soaked
get to
in
eat
blood.
anyone.
You still have the most dice here.
We tried to let you eat people.
Most
It just
track
worked out.
record.
So
I mean,
we're
he starts
gonna
licking
eat
the
this
blood
on
off of
next?
some of your clothes.
No.
kinda.
No.
Oh,
You touch him, you feel my
he's licking me.
Yes, he does that. It's nice, isn't it? It's like little sandpaper tongue. Look. Oh, he's so cute.
I'm gonna tap my neck and tap my leg and tell over here.
I don't know if there.
He?
It will be allowed downstairs.
I'm gonna lift
I'm
him
gonna look at the animals.
Or roll for sex.
Roll for sex.
Roll for dick.
Roll for Constitution.
Constitution.
She's a boy.
She's a boy.
Love it. Love it.
And
Are you confident they're not going to eat the thing down
Male.
there?
No.
Not particularly.
Does he smell like food?
Smells like dog, wet dog.
That's disgusting.
But
I mean, the
also
people down there
living,
will not attack
living
White Claw.
creature. So
This is my boy.
Yes.
He needs
White Claw.
White Claw.
He is also a living
White
creature.
claw. Is he
White-
mango, raspberry?
Black
He
cherry.
is White freezy flavor.
original.
Original.
Well, we're going back downstairs anyway, so.
Yeah, I get the stuff that Red.
Let's reconvene in the red room. I mean, the red basement.
Yes. Well, the red room is in the red basement.
What should we do with White Claw?
That is for you
We'll
to
see
decide.
if you
You
can
brought him home, so you need to decide what to do with him. I told you that I would not be taking a wolf into my household because I would be the one ending up taking care of him. So no, this is your
I'll
responsibility.
take care of you, my dog.
Walk him and feed him.
I'll clean up his poop on the dog.
Oh my god, I'm gonna take care of that dog, aren't I?
Wait,
Come on, White Claw.
Yes, you are.
no! My boy.
So he's
The
coming
boy will
downstairs.
Yeah,
with you guys.
I'm gonna try to get him in.
So as you guys send down,
Imagine him like
The music
trying like
starts to
disguise,
play
like
again,
no,
you know.
this is clearly a human. He has like a wig and like a mustache.
as he nervously like whoop,
Just have my arm wrapped around him the whole time.
slinks down the staircase. This is all very foreign to a wolf of the forest.
I want to get a room.
Sort of like welcome back, red room. You guys paid
Yeah, we
earlier,
show our
it's
bracelets.
fine. You want to get
I
a
still have a
room?
I
stamp.
want
It's
to get
under
a
the
room.
closet.
We're staying here. I'm getting a room.
Get a room. Let me see. I think it
We did
is.
great.
Yeah, I guess it's quarter of 9. We could probably take a break.
That's why
My internal
Did we
break clock
just
is
say the
every-
same thing?
I will
that
get
you
back.
made?
Okay, yeah, let's take a quick break.
Oh, good.
And then I'll get back into.
I'll go in my room so you can go there.
Just pee on your bed like an animal?
Yes, like a wolf, White Claw.
Like White Claw.
It's this weird thing we do. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
So, as we come back from break, as you guys are once again finding yourself in the red basement, Evanora, you wanted to rent a room?
Yep.
Okay, so rooms are 5 gold pieces each, and basically there are 4 rooms rent. And you can request blood to the room for 25 gold pieces for a 10 vial ounce.
I don't need blood right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Sloshing around, pretty much. But yeah, 5 gold will get you a room for the night. So, if you wanted to, you could.
Yeah, I am. We're staying here, right?
I'm just going to be hanging out in the red room.
So they give you a key.
David's already
key is
dancing.
just
Can't you see him?
Key number 1.
Over in the corner.
I'm a big
Room
deal.
He's next to the guy in the mesh shirt.
He is the guy in the mesh shirt.
Come on, give me mesh shirt guy. You can suck him dry if you want.
So now, as you guys enter in, you have this large, dire wolf.
Dancing with it was so.
Evanora, you grab a key to your room. Are you going there right away? Or are you going to hang out, mingle first? Okay, okay. So everybody begins to enter into the blood room again, and as this wolf enters,
Hush, fellow crowd.
there is a lot of individuals in there. Yeah,
I'm gonna snarl out.
the kind of like collected around the room. What's her name again? Oh my god. Comes back around.
It's like everybody.
Rosari comes back around. You blocked an offering this time of
No.
good faith.
Not over.
What? This is a living creature and a cute one. Hello, I can't wait to eat you. Yes.
Isidore, you will not eat.
Spill its blood. What's wrong with you?
I would rather die.
I want them.
Get my blood spilled.
So like 2 or 3 other individuals that are kind of like her, posse are behind her as well. They're like, they won't spill the blood.
No harm will come to this.
Oh my god.
Wolf.
This is bad juju. They won't spill blood in the red room.
We have spilled plenty blood tonight.
Brought an offering back.
Damien's
I'm
not
gonna whip
even
some blood out of my hair.
I bring my offering for Redmond, not as the wolf, but I put the bag kind of down. But
Gross.
this is what he wanted brought back.
Maybe you should get out.
Okay, so I'd say for the sake of it, because there's a chance of failure here,
I'm gonna be using thaumaturgy to increase my booming voice.
I'm just dancing.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
Intimidating them.
No one shall harm White Claw.
Black wolf.
No one shall harm
One white claw.
No one shall crack open White Claw.
Joe cracks open Michael.
What was that? With?
This one.
I was gonna say like maybe the corruption from the corrupted
Yeah,
wolf.
yeah, one little
Yeah.
white claw. Okay, that's cute. That's canon. All right, roll me an intimidation check. Thaumaturgy.
Yes. Give it to me. You know you want it.
Yeah. You roll with advantage. Roll with advantage. The room, however, though, is 100%. If it's not made clear enough, calling for blood right now. So the DC will be relatively high.
Get +4 advantage. 13. I'm gonna use a die. I'm gonna use a blood.
Just one.
I'm not casting guidance on this.
Okay. 2.
I would
I'm gonna use 2. I'm gonna use 2.
I forgot to use that.
4 and 3. So making a 13 into a dirty 20.
Oh, big.
Big.
Well
It's
used.
huge. Huge.
What's that?
After the roll.
No. You can use them before the verdict. After the
Oh,
roll.
gotcha.
For blood
Okay,
dice.
Not the guidance on the
Guidance is used in congruency, basically. Like,
okay.
before you make the roll, you get guidance.
It's like a
Roll.
bardic inspiration almost.
Yeah, like if you cast guidance, the next roll you make,
Yeah,
technically, so it has to be done before. The blood dice work a little differently. So, as your voice booms into the room, the band even kind of stops for a moment, like,
Very scratch.
Can I take a weird moment right here? As soon as that band stops, I'm like, okay, the vibes might be off here. I'm gonna do my blessing on myself to give me advantage on my next initiative roll.
okay.
You're making a scene.
Me and White Claw are going to back out of the room slowly.
I'm dancing.
No music.
You see the band just kind of like, oh, I guess so. If Redmond says it's okay.
I'm gonna be mean mugging everybody.
This will not be forgotten. Turns her head, walks to the other side of the room.
There goes your tail for the night.
It's okay, I cut my tail, thank you. It's my boy.
Who's my fluffy boy? Yes.
like eating the calf of a dead body.
Yes, good boy.
Yeah, just gnawing away at the dead naked man there.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, be on the buddies.
Where would I find Redmond now?
His office is down the hall, but I would prefer you let
Don't
me
need to hear
go
that story.
and get him to come.
Okay. You want me to bring this to him?
Right. I'll go get him.
You're going to his office?
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave, go down the hallway, kind of like knock on the door.
I'm trying to be intimidating with him.
It's Elspeth.
You hear the kind of just Christoph.
This is exactly where I wanted to go alone.
Where is he?
He's gone out.
You're alone.
Yeah, he leaves me here sometimes. Actually, he leaves me here a lot.
Do you have access to pen and paper?
There's some in the desk. What are you planning on, Elspeth?
Nothing. He's not here?
Just me.
Okay, go back inside and I'll see you again soon.
Okay.
Lock the doors tight.
Always.
Don't let anyone in.
I'm not supposed to.
You opened the door for me.
I opened it, I didn't let you in.
Weird. Smart.
There are
And I'll
rules.
kiss the air.
Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wow,
Smart.
that was
Yeah,
weird.
quick, smart. Goodbye, Christoph.
And I'm leaving immediately.
Watch as you walk down the hallway before closing the door.
Aren't you technically already invited in?
Is that yeah?
Yeah,
Because that's a good point.
Like, do they have to say the words? Like,
That's a
She
good
was
point.
already in the room.
Is it so? It's not a long-standing invitation. It has to be.
were you in the room?
On the
I was.
as soon as you leave,
you have to
that
leave.
invitation ends.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fair.
Yes, my invitation expired. Okay. I'll go back to the room, into the red basement, and I'll go over to Wick and I'll say he's not in this room.
Okay. I guess I'll wait for him. I'll sit down with the bag.
Okay, so in the time between now and morning, are you guys just waiting for Redmond? And how are you passing the day, I guess, or what would you like me to be doing?
I'm going to my room and I'm going to long rest.
Okay, so Evanora retires from the party in the evening, gets to the room, and begins to take a long rest.
I'm doing what the charm thing tells me to do.
Yeah, Redmond.
I suppose I'm sitting in the corner, kind of slowly
Brooding.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Before I go to sleep, I do want to expend 2 hit die.
Okay, heals him up.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll buy a room too. How much is that?
5 gold.
That's cool.
Okay, we're gonna get room number 2.
And I'll take White Claw with me.
Okay.
I love how it is more his than it is the fucking druids.
And it's mine.
Well, he left to go to get Redmond. Share company.
I agree.
Still there. He's still in the blood room.
He's got 2 stepdads.
There are so many.
Yurri's like schmoozing the crowd, you know, still talking to higher ups, you know,
Okay.
working it.
Did I need?
Say just for the sake of like this will be over the course of a mini hour because again, you guys don't actually need to sleep at all. You only need to take a long rest to recover yourselves if you've exerted your spell slots or whatever other things. So whilst in the red basement and you're not exerting yourself as well, you can be doing a long rest if you're just literally sitting around or something like that and like
Wait,
chit chatting or what have you would be an exertion of that.
Long rest by dancing the entire time.
No.
Hello, light activity
Well,
for 2
why
hours.
Well, why not? Like, isn't
Dancing's
that,
later.
like you're not
No.
doing anything mechanically, right?
Not mechanically, but physically, yes, you are doing something.
All of this, and it's awesome.
Left
It's
to
crushing
know.
them. Cool dancing.
You can be in a meditative state where that is happening.
Some people fall into a meditative state while they
While
dance.
dancing,
It's
yeah.
a thing.
It's absolutely a thing.
I know.
I've been there.
It's a good time.
You're just like raving out and just zone out.
Yeah.
Zone out hard.
I'm probably like sitting in the corner, and I was thinking about this earlier. I'd like to start writing down like little one-liners in terms of prayers and stuff, and because when you think of Catholicism, there's like the Our Father, for example, right? So there's like a prayer that everyone knows and it's written down, yada yada. I'd like to be possibly like sitting in the corner, just slowly sipping from my goblet in the darkness, reciting like the Hail Mary over and over and over again, but the Hail Nostra, essentially.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
you do the rosary.
Okay, so Yura, while you're kind of schmoozing around the crowd, say roll me a general charisma check.
Yeah. Charisma it up, bud.
14.
I'd assume that I don't know that I'm charmed. Well, do I? I might know afterwards, but I probably don't currently know.
Let me take a look at some
100%
wording
I
here,
could
and then I'll
trust
to give you an
I think
answer.
that's more of just in a
Well,
trust.
because, like,
part.
Part of that is also like I didn't even know there was a charm spell happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like you wouldn't know.
That's what I was thinking. But like some
I wonder
charms,
if it's
some charm spells is like you eat it, and once it ends, you immediately
exactly.
know.
Maybe it's 24 hours.
I
now.
wouldn't say you know.
Okay.
You know?
You see him as very favorable and a friend, and you are going to heed anything he says and protect him if opportunity came around.
When?
You know, Damien
So-
didn't even have to be charmed for that.
Charisma check.
14.
14. Okay.
So,
Sorry, I can't guidance on that.
Schmoozing around the room, trying to gather information, find out what's going around the city, etc., blah, blah, blah.
What's up? Who's doing what?
Okay.
Plans. You got plans tonight, baby?
For the 14, I'd say a lot of people would be concerned about the general presence of the Moonbears for the crowd of vampires. Their presence in the city has not been very well received by the vampire kind over the last year or so that they've kind of been in the city. They have been very efficiently eradicating vampires that do not seek refuge at night or have, partaken in raids that have gone south for the vampires, and entire safe houses have been completely, destroyed, dismantled, everything inside killed as far as undead were concerned. And as much as people feel that security here, there is still that, every time someone comes through the door, that moment, is that gonna be right now? Is that gonna happen right now? And I'd say you'd learn that they have been working pretty closely with the Adventurers Guild in that way. So they kind of work in tandem to some degree with the City Guard. So all three of those would be working together to try to quell this vampire plague. And all of this is orchestrated from Nana Michter's hand. She brings down the authority on giving the members. So I mean, this is something that you would also inherently kind of understand as a noble.
Sorry, can you say, is it Nana Victors?
Michters, Mikturs.
I always thought it was Victor, like
Yeah.
like a German W.
Yeah, exactly. So Mick, Miktor.
Turs.
Nanny.
So Nana Michters calls, essentially she has a small council underneath her that are her advisors, but she has the say over everything. So the members of that smaller subcategory of council are the guild masters, essentially the Merchants Guild, the Adventurers Guild, the Artisans Guild, Artists Guild, the captain of the City Watch, the headmaster of the university, and the head of medicine. All of these individuals have influence on Nana Michters, and the decisions that she makes are final by her, but are influenced by her, council or of advisors, basically. So
Everblossom is one of those, right?
Everblossom is the head of medicine in the city right now.
So
Yeah.
the one that we have to get rid
She came here about a year ago and basically took over, and has been doing her best, from what you can tell, at making things a little bit better. So yeah, the guild masters, so merchants, adventurers, artisan, artists, guild, city watch, headmaster of the university, and the head of medicine. I would say there is enough conversation as well that surrounds the, basically questioning the abilities of the current head of the merchant guild. And being that trade in the city has not necessarily been going super well, and the supplies that they need, basically required by the Womb Bears, the Adventurers Guild, and the City Guard, the supplies for them to actually thwart the vampire menace are coming in shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter supply, and he is being held, at a you better get shit done or you might be replaced type of a scrutiny or what have you.
Gotcha.
So that conversation's, you find those topics kind of being caught, and the Guildmaster currently of the Merchants Guild is named Carbonius Percival Flint, and he's a little halfling.
Carbonara.
In like Flint.
Habanera?
Carbonara.
Oh, carbonara.
Carbonius.
Carbonius.
Carbonius Flint.
Habanero.
Carbonara.
Carbonaro.
Yeah, Carbonara.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shoot there, guys. How y'all
I don't
doing?
want to watch that episode now.
But yeah, from 14 you wouldn't learn too much more other than that. But like decent information that some of it you might be like knowing and some of it might be just a reminder of or what have you. So that's kind of how you're spending most of the night. You're praying, you're in your room, you're with the dog, Damien and Wick. You're waiting for Redmond to return. And you're dancing away.
Oh shit, I should have told Chris. Was there a bit of bath in my room?
The rooms. So they contain a table, several chairs, and a double bed. They are made as cozy as possible with furs, rugs, and small oil lanterns along the walls, but no, there's no bed.
So we any place to wash up in here?
Get out of bed.
No, they like it dirty and
that
bloody.
clicked for me just now.
Yeah.
Ashley's like, where's the bathhouse?
Yeah. Alright then.
That's quite
Extra
cozy.
fear of blood.
You can only hear the slight thrumming from the rooms beyond.
I'm just cozied up on my bed. Probably
Is there like a stool?
trying to go over my contacts and stuff.
Okay.
Like in my head.
I like barricade the door with whatever I can. Like a
Practice
desk or
with
a
these.
chair.
Like,
Yeah, and I want to practice writing out thieves' camp.
Okay.
Schmack.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's say for the sake of that, roll me an
Picture
intelligence
like
check.
writing it. Awesome.
As you're
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
going over
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
going over
Like that.
everything that, and now that like the name is kind of a little bit out, we can just call him Hansel.
Yeah.
Everything that Hansel had been training you for, teaching you, all of that sort of stuff.
You bitch,
and reflecting
fucker.
on it.
Use a blood point.
So annoyed.
Or-
I'm gonna use
or all.
2.
3, 7.
You got
I'm
5.
gonna use 3. I'll use 2 blood points.
No, it's intelligence.
Alright. $14. Here, restock.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, I'll be hoarding.
So yeah, we should buy more just because it's going to be nice to have like a huge pile of them. So as you're going over yourself and you're like, fuck, such a tricky, confusing phrasing and stuff like that, and finding that the language had never really been something that you were good at learning, and you always found it really confusing. And you're like, I don't understand why everything is backwards talk, everything is elusive. You remember him talking about how to gain access to the Thieves Guild, saying that if you cannot master Thieves' Cant, you will not ever get into the Thieves Guild, no matter how convincing you might be. It is one of the precursors to ever being allowed to be into it. And he said, one day you will solve the riddle at Destrian Farsight.
How do you spell that? E-S?
Destrian.
And then Farsight?
Farsight. Who he would have said, basically they are who you're going to have to get past. They work the door at the guild. They are the person that stands between people coming in and people going out. They are an old female tabaxi.
Fun.
So she is
I was
meant to
gonna say,
basically
I think
deter individuals that are not supposed to be entering their secret place, because people often do, being that it is a front, and basically suggests that they delicately leave and travel elsewhere. But she is quickly attended, and there is a riddle that is said in Thieves' Cant that has to be solved in order to gain access. Once you know the answer, it's really easy for you to get in and out, because that actually doesn't seem to change as far as he said. He's like, he knows the answer, but if he ever gave it to you without, saying that, it wouldn't be good for him,
Did he say how I would learn?
You have to learn Thieves' Cant in order to... So she says a phrase to you
And
that's
I
in
decipher
Thieves' Cant, and you decipher it. And if you can decipher it, you still have to solve the riddle that goes along with it.
So it's
I literally feel so dumb right now, and I'm gonna tell you all because I need you all to know how dumb I am. I was like, why the fuck does she need to learn Thieves' Cant? It's part of her abilities.
I'm not a rogue.
You're a ranger.
Gloomstalker.
Trying to learn to be
Oh my
part of
god!
the
I
thing.
don't know why the.
I'm a rogue as fuck ranger.
Oh, totally. I just realized, why doesn't she know it?
she should just know it.
Right.
It should be a part of the
Could have,
Gloomstalker.
but you wanted to be a civilian instead of a pickpocket. you would have gotten the...
Money.
But you know what? I have Baltimore.
But that's your backstory, that's your backstory, so...
Oh, that's okay. This makes it a lot cuter.
So yeah, this is one of those things that you've struggled with so much, but you do remember that, in order to get into it, and you're, thinking about the way that they operate, you're not 100% sure if sending them a message to meet you somewhere is going to work, and you know that going to the source is probably going to be the best place to find Klebenbile and possibly answers to where Hansel might be.
Do I know if, there are books anywhere that would teach me?
I mean, the library might be a good place to check, but that will be all up in Ashton. Maybe there are in the library, perhaps. Maybe the university taught a class in that regard at some point or another, so there might be a book somewhere. Thieves' Cant for Dummies, exactly. So that might be a useful resource.
And it doesn't help because, my mentor can no longer answer me because he's MIA. So I'm like,
You spend all night, going over these. You have, papers across the bed and kind of scribbling, some things that are circled as okay, this is right, this, I know this isn't wrong, but I don't know why, all that sort of stuff.
Cool.
Bits and pieces. But you do learn some about, things that Hansel would have told you in, emergencies, things like that. This is the training that you need to follow. Stay secret, stay silent, stay out of sight.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Be invisible whilst being amongst people. Try not to stand out. The more that people remember you being there, the worse off you are. So try to be forgettable. Try to be invisible. Those are the keys to being a thief. These are the keys to being a good assassin one day. His words basically, master these skills, master the art of being unseen, out of the public eye, but not away from it. Walk amongst the people, but be unseen. These are the skills that he wanted you to learn. These are the things that he was striving to teach you in congruency with you eventually becoming a member of the guild. While all that's happening, eventually the rest of you guys are partying it up, whooping it up.
What time is it?
Mr. Wolf?
Impossible to know. But hours pass.
We've cleaned our clothes already, right?
No.
The cleaning service.
There
Okay.
is...
Yeah, is there a dry cleaning
No.
service?
I got
You do?
Yes.
You have prestidigitation?
Yes.
Prestidigitation?
Yeah, what you
Myself.
mean? Casting.
Make
Oh,
a lot of
What cost you a dub?
That'll cost you.
Yurri's cleaning service.
Money laundering and laundry.
Oh,
That's cute. Money
That's
laundry.
money laundry.
So as you guys are piling, hours go by. If you want to clean some people up, that's fine. No problem.
How do you clean clothes? Running water burns you like acid.
Thank you. I'll say
You don't
a prayer
clean
for
yourself in a
healing
river.
me.
Right. You just
Use a bathtub or
tap.
a lake.
Make
would
sure the
possibly
tap
work as
isn't
well.
red.
I've had it.
Maybe not Sky Cloud Lake, 'cause it's closer to like an ocean. It's so big. It's like, the Great Lakes. It's so big.
It's still not an ocean, though.
It's still not an ocean,
But they do have currents.
but it will have a current. So yeah, the lake is probably going to kill you too. But
Fuck around and find out.
Would it kill you
but
to
you
get
know,
clean?
maybe in the well perhaps might you be able to clean yourself in a well.
Well water.
Drop the
Your
clothes down.
home or
You
something.
ask
jump
him nice-
down it?
If you ask him
Yeah.
nicely
We're not
enough,
jumping
you're
down.
right.
You could just jump down. We guys, we can handle well.
Eventually, though, Redmond
Pace
does
yourself.
come back
Never.
through the door.
Yeah.
Daylight. I had to make my way back. As he kind of enters in. I see you made it back before. Otherwise, you would be ash.
Yeah.
What is that? Points to the large wolf.
The wolf is
Oh
the,
no, never mind. He doesn't
I took
point
wolf.
to that.
I
Yeah.
took wolf in the room.
What is that?
the bag of
What's this?
that you requested.
Excellent. I believe payment is in order. Tell you what, come with me.
Okay.
Comes to the front desk. Rifles through, grabs the key. Room 3, it's yours for the night.
Thank you, my lord.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
He walks you to his office.
Always take.
Just wait here.
We know.
Goes in, rifles through his desk a moment. As you look in, you see across the room, and you see this like large wooden desk in front of it, big javelin mounted on the back of the wall. As he opens up one of the desks, you hear clinking of bottles, pulls out a vial. Payment. Here you are, Wick, thank you. And he takes the herbs.
Hey, if you need anybody, you said that you had somebody to make it. If you need somebody to make more, available.
Do you hear that, Christoph? You could easily be replaced, boy. Remember who's in charge around here. Might have to take you up on that someday. Should the help prove less helpful.
I listen to hands.
Did you share that your brother had one arm?
I did though know about her brother.
Okay.
I didn't share that.
Well, anyway. I see that. Now enjoy your room.
Thank you.
And stay out
Well, he knows it's just a
of
child.
the day. It is morning, just so
We
you
probably
know.
think he's okay.
I'm gonna go find.
Oh, natural 1.
Nice.
On.
Boss, what?
He kind of says, actually,
Needed at that point.
might not be the worst days. It's supposed to be quite rainy. Enough cloud cover. If you're feeling confident, you can always go for a little skirt about town. But I myself will be retired.
Does that work? Like if it's overcast?
You want to avoid direct sunlight.
Good to know.
Mostly cloudy, though, means mostly chance of death.
Okay.
We're working on it. Closes the door.
I'm gonna go start finding room 305. Was it
3.
303?
There's only 4 rooms.
Do I feel any? Do I after fulfilling the request? Do I feel any different?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, but you do have a 1 vial of uncoagulated blood, 10 ounces. That'll sustain you for a day if you need to drink.
Okay.
And that will not expire. That just goes.
Trying to masticate it too.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go find Yuri's room.
okay.
What is the password?
We set up a password system.
Yes, that is it.
Laying on the what is it, right claw?
Yes.
Yes.
The dog is on the bed, you know.
I don't think he's gonna be welcome here.
He's not. I had to pull into here. You're more than welcome to stay. I'm more comfortable on the floor.
Well, Redmond gave me a room key.
To where?
I didn't go into the room yet.
Which room?
303.
Just 3.
Oh, for some reason I kept hearing 303.
Third floor.
Third floor. There's a third floor to this place?
Third basement.
Ah, yes.
You go any lower, you're
VIP.
Oh,
VIP.
He's in room 2, you're in room 3, Evanora's in room 1.
Okay. I guess it's just next door.
Are we? We're more than welcome to bring White Claw with you if you like. You know, if he's comfortable there where he is, you can.
Yuri's adopted him.
Well, we should figure out what they planned for while we were gone for what our next move is. Brendan said that the day's going to be kind of overcasty, so we might be able to get out.
That's a good idea. Perhaps we can use something as shade also. If it's raining,
I mean, it's raining, yeah, like
we can
canopy.
use canopies.
Yeah.
Dark canopy.
The canopies.
Yes. That might be something. I might have an old cloak somewhere hanging around. Cloak. Or the bedsheet. Sorry, White Claw.
Well, I don't know if the others got a room or if they're just hanging out in the room.
Yeah, the band never stops. They don't give a fuck. They're
Just keep the blood coming.
they just
Fucking snorting blood. Let's go.
Dry blood.
get the crusty.
It actually
I got
goes through
myself
a very,
that one.
very complicated refinement process.
The coagulated stuff is actually really
Alright, I got
The darker the hue, the better.
Doesn't sustain you, but boy, does it get you high.
gross. Okay.
Red pig, I don't care, man.
That's how Jamie came with his dance
Is
all
that
night.
crusty?
Scabs.
Fucking gross.
Oh,
They're like little cookies.
My God. I'm really sorry for opening that can of worms, guys.
I'm gonna.
He's got a scab stuck in his tooth.
Oh, it's so gross. Yeah, he's gnawing on it like jerky.
I regret nothing. Actually, I regret nothing.
Okay, so now
And
that
how?
we've established that,
Sure.
Things that make you go.
Scabs get you high.
that it was gross. That it was gross. That's what they've established.
For some reason.
Okay. So yeah, what's the vibe here? What's the plan? You
I'm
guys
gonna
just
make
waiting till
I'm gonna make my way to the main room.
Down to the red room.
I will stay here with
In
White
the red
Claw.
basement. Red room.
Somebody might walk in.
So you're in your room. You three are
In the red
in
room.
the main room.
Very natural one.
Whoa, natural one. On what?
I was just like, I'm in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunniest day ever.
Yeah.
I guess that would make sense. I should redo
The floor opens
mental
up.
chart.
I was gonna say, yeah, shitty
Yeah,
and
so
rainy
shitty
is like
would
actually
be
good
sunny.
for us.
Yeah. Well, next time.
Next time.
Don't take
It's
sunny out.
Take
Fake storm,
Sunstorm.
It's a Nova Scotia storm.
Sun shower.
It's raining here, but I can see the sun over there. What the fuck?
That shit's actually fun.
That's
Yeah.
legit gonna kill you.
Oh man.
Okay, so you make your way back to the red.
I'm gonna make my way over to.
Damien dancing it up.
I'm gonna walk
See,
past that.
You're smoozing around with several, nobles, chatting it up.
What's that?
Hey,
I'll
baby.
share.
So do we have a plan? I just walk right over to you and
No, we don't. We have a tentative.
What?
Same
We have a idea of a plan. The hope is that Evanora got in contact with some of her thieves guild companions, and that hopefully we can somehow lean on them to help us find a way to procure this lost tomb. I mistakenly thought that it would be in the library. I don't know why the library then would, of course, keep something of such, I'm not sure I would say high value, but
do we know what's in the book?
Skulls is what this note says.
Lots.
The book is full of skulls. Sketches of skulls. Writing mixed with sketches of skulls. It is described as a thick, ancient-looking, faded tome. The spine is red and the cover is black with no title or sign of one that may have been faded with time or it has been removed. Now that I'm reading it out loud, do I recall anything about this book with my perhaps religious background?
No.
Sweet.
Nice fish, though. Good effort.
I was
E
thinking.
for effort on that fish. Yeah. He has that line out.
Bringing any boat for me?
No.
No.
That could be
Anyway,
some
that's the plan right now.
place.
I thought about asking Redmond, but Damien Doodle had pointed out that if he knew where it may be held, then he would probably have already told us that information. So
Sent us to go get it instead of finding it.
You might.
Well,
it
he-
might be.
that's
He
what I'm
did-
thinking. I'm thinking that it's possible that it actually is with a vampire. It's not in the library. It's not being kept where other books are kept. It's possibly being kept secret from the rest of the vampire community, and it's possible that a very high vampire, maybe, I don't know, draining power from it or something.
Or it could have gotten found by some of the higher ups trying to protect the city and
That's much more likely, and
Vault.
my idea sounds dumb.
Your words.
Oh, I know.
on the pun intended bright side, Redmond did tell me that it's supposed to be pretty rainy shit out today. We might be able to get out.
People are comfortable with that. I'd rather not die to the weather if it was up to me, but I'm willing to try and make a sacrifice for the better of the team. I think you're right. If it's being kept with a higher up, then maybe we can stone two birds at once and try to find out where this tomb is being kept and use it against Everblossom in some kind of way. Perhaps we can link the two if your idea is correct. Did your dice go in there? No, I was like,
Stone two birds at once. Just being an ass.
And Greta, the one who runs the herbalist shop that I used to work at, she's fairly close friends with Nana that runs this.
Sorry, I just wrote it down.
Mictor.
Mictors.
I could try talking to her.
Are you comfortable with the idea that something may happen to her? Because if that's the case, if we're talking to her and including her in any kind of scheme that we come up with,
I'm not comfortable with anything right now, but I'm willing to do what I must.
I'll give you a small word of advice. Get comfortable.
Trying.
This is your life now. And since you have that mark, the mark of the Deathwalker, the mark of those who praise and follow Nostra, I feel as though your fate has been determined for you.
I don't get why Bremen would be so jealous of it.
He was jealous?
Didn't you pick up on that?
No.
When we first met him, like when you were talking to him, I didn't want to step on anybody's
Sure, whatever.
toes. When you showed him the mark and asked him about it, he lied to you about not seeing it before, and had this jealousy about him, and I don't understand why.
Thank you, Wick. I'm not sure why either. I'm trying to keep my smile under wraps, but I'm very much failing.
Also, he has some weird kid working with him.
Yeah, it's super weird.
He gave me, I pull up the little vial, he gave me this.
Well, Lucky you.
Yeah, in a room.
Well, have you take advantage? Why not?
Well, I drank some of that from when we first got from that. I went over to the fountain, and so
Yes.
I know you just said get used to it, but still not. This is one thing, but I don't know. Like,
Start with animals.
Then babies, really work your way up.
Work your way up the totem.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, excuse me. Work your way up the pyramid.
it's something I had to get.
Is that better?
That's it. It's not different.
It's totally different.
Work your way up the ladder.
There we go.
Food
The food
chain.
chain.
Oh.
Food chain, even. Well, not sure with babies at the bottom, but you know what I mean. I feel like babies are pretty high up there. You gotta have a strong heart for that shit.
Virgin's blood.
Yeah, but
But
they're so
really,
easy
start
to
with
get.
what are you comfortable with right now?
A few months, you got another one?
See, virgin blood. Straight up there with innocent.
I need to
babies.
force myself into doing what I might not feel uncomfortable.
Sure, but what are you comfortable with right now? Drinking blood from a vial? Then start with that.
Yeah,
It's an expensive first start,
well, I
but
can make it.
then start with that. And then when the thirst gets to be too much, move on to the next step. And trust me, you've got a team of killers with you, so we're happy to help.
A little too energetic, I think.
Sorry. But really, Wick, it's time to maybe. Yeah, exactly. Set your pussy up.
What does that mean?
I heard it somewhere. No, but it's
Side
really
here, just like.
He needs to be stabbing a little bitch.
Let's just let the pussy up, please.
Oh, yes.
It sounds better in French.
Pussy. Le pussy.
You must take your pussy and put it on the
Step it up.
So next step.
Elevate ton pouce.
Ton pouce. Ton chat.
As we say in our homeland, don't boost it.
Ton pouce.
Show what you're comfortable with and work your way up.
Yeah.
And maybe, hopefully, being around the rest of us that are very interested in killing people and kind of masquerading their bodies into shapes and to praise Nostra. It was a thing earlier. Just maybe you'll start getting comfortable with it. Do it in your own way.
Yeah.
I don't know any prayer or anything like that, but I'd like to maybe stand with him, kind of like hold Wick's hand and say, a prayer to Nostra. Guide me into your veil of darkness and let your fangs sting his enemies.
The weird thing is my entire life growing up in the Grove and traveling around, I prayed to Suthea and Avina. They never gave me anything back. When we were at the altar, I gave one last, at their statues, I gave one last, please help me. Nostra was the one.
Like, he has answered our calling. I have spent my life praying to gods that have shown me nothing. My entire life I've just been a mere acolyte. Every breath I took in the morning was to Suthea, and every breath I held in the night was to Nita. I gave praise to Avina for every child born, and I prayed to death over those who needed to pass on the tributary. None blessed me in the way that Nostra has, and now I will spend my immortal life praising him. Maybe you should start doing the same.
Yeah.
That was well said. I'll give you a point of inspiration.
Oh,
Thank you.
getting inspired.
When I rescue a wolf and nobody bats behind. I give a whole like there's two wolves inside us,
There's your inspiration.
Yeah.
You now have a dire wolf.
You guys have a book.
Whoa.
Well,
So, Yuri's in room 2.
Mm-hmm.
Redmond gave me key to room 3.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys need a place to...
I mean, well, I'll take room 3.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to room 3.
Just take the fucking prestige room.
I'll pat him on the cheek and I'll say, give it some, give it give it some thought.
You head on down to your room. So, am I correct in saying you guys are laying low for the day, or are you taking your chances in the weather?
I'd say, roll the dice. Let's go. I said, wait to see if some other people are checking out the daytime, and if we hear like,
Yes, push it
then
back.
I.
Also, if you want to be doing that, you'll probably have to be hanging out by the entrance.
Okay, well then I won't be doing that, but I'll be teaching White Claw simple tricks. Sit and stay. Check a pop.
All right. All right.
I'm gonna knock on.
Play dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on Yuri's door.
Come in. I'll be on like all fours.
Yes, on the bed.
What happened to the password system?
I heard your voice.
The dog's on the bed. He's on the ground, and he's just looking at him.
Oh come on, look, White Claw. Come on. WC. Look. Dead. Yeah, there you go. Dead. They did. And he's getting it.
Slowly.
What?
I gave you a heads up on the room that Redmond gave me.
Ah,
You good if I crash here?
totally.
On the floor.
Yeah. I mean, I slept on worse.
I guess, yeah, to that point, sorry. I probably just give them I tell them that I'm going to a room practice.
And you may have heard that or not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the middle of the room.
Maybe
I'm like shaking the key, like, it's probably just like,
You're not my type!
no, thank you.
At that point, as people start like kind of exiting out, and not that you're the only ones, of course, as what's it, Rosaria comes over to you, Yura, and it's like, so I have a room. Number 4 is mine, and I was going to bide out the whole day in there.
Where are you now?
I was going to do it alone, unless, of course, you'd like to keep me company.
Do it
What
for
do I get out of this?
Well, you could find out.
Please, madame, he needs away.
That's a good boy.
Come on.
Does Yura know to leave sock on door?
Yours no need.
No
Let go,
need
Yura.
sock.
She goes, heads to room 4, allows you in,
Here just keeps going as someone opens the door.
crawls onto the bed, gestures for you to come join her.
Please, madame.
As the door closes, small bit of clothing that she was wearing.
Rag.
Flies off,
It's always the
and
rag.
you guys kill the day.
Takes off her.
In a good way. So you guys are waiting out the day, then is my assumption. Damien, as most people are departing to a room, you are, as you look around, you're the only one left that you know, like from your group at least. I mean, you probably know a few other people there at this point,
By now,
especially Mesh Shirt Guy.
He my shirt guy.
Everyone else is laying down, they're like, holy.
He won't stop till you stop. Like,
No one's ever.
I'm not tired at all.
I'm turn along. You can suck a drive.
Do we really need a long rest?
I'm getting tired.
For the bed.
For the bit.
For the bed. I'm not gonna get tired if I don't get tired.
I should find a place to sleep.
Yeah, there's like a cluster of like
Ted, I mean, I don't know.
vampires around the edges.
She starts to look more and more like Ted as the night progresses. Fucking dick.
when you
Charlie
see someone in the mirror and you're like, hey, you motherfucker.
You mother.
I just picture
Fucker.
Dennis with the ghost on your back. They'd be like, oh, you're just talking about the Dennis movie.
You said it's rainy out, right?
That is the word that's going around.
If it's anything like Halifax, it'll be sunny and
Literally
totally
10
different
minutes.
by this evening. So.
So you also have to walk.
You don't want to get
all the way
caught
across
out
city to
in
get
the
to
sun
your place.
for sure.
Are there any more rooms? Or do I sleep
No,
in
actually,
the
the rooms are all full if you go to the desk and ask.
no laundry service. Rooms are all full. Worst hotel ever.
Doing the best we can.
I guess I'll go
We don't like
sleep
it, take
in
it up with
the
management.
dance floor.
Yeah,
No,
that's,
it's like-
that's
they're
literally
sit
what
there.
everyone else does.
Stare up
I have
into
a
nothing.
floor. I have a nice floor.
The beds are double beds. You could sleep with multiple people in them.
None.
You're so welcome.
He's like,
But yeah, for the most part, everyone else is just sleeping amongst the pillows or on the side and, making
That's
themselves
like a harem
comfortable,
in there.
very harem style.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
sleeping
sure.
on
I'll
nice
sprawl
furs.
out.
So you sprawl out a few limbs just across your chest at some point.
Like
Oh,
leg,
okay.
Dog pile kind of mentality, mesh shirt
Some
guy. Like,
buttons maybe
you find
on
his cheek nestle up onto your forehead and you're like, oh, okay.
Into this.
As the camera just like tracks backwards
Yes.
for me, I just like nothing on my face.
Oh.
A doll. Just
Yeah, there's like all this, like everyone's rubbing and
Yes.
touching and,
I'm just like,
very
oh,
ecstasy party kind
Oh,
of
and then
vibe.
the camera starts
And
to
you're
turn
like-
a little bit.
And not even moving, yeah. Deep, 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 deep.
sure.
Okay, so as you guys wait out the day of Tea Day and eventually
Before the
at
long
night,
rest.
Yeah.
How you feeling? From
I proactively took my short rest within that long rest, if that is possible.
Oh, sure, yeah. You guys have all day.
Short long.
You have 12 hours of sunlight, so
Yeah.
you could take 4 short rests if you had the capacity to
But
do
then
so.
I would refresh, yeah.
But then your long rest you can replenish that, yeah.
I'm gonna cast three things of good berry. I'm gonna give you 20.
That was already full.
Oh, you were
I
already
took up to full, yeah.
Oh, then I will put myself to full.
You put up to full, and perhaps here White Claw here.
Yeah, and I'll give White Claw the
Whitey.
20 healing as well.
Just as a reminder, as a reminder,
Hang on.
Whitey.
Whoa!
as a reminder to everyone, good berries only last for 24 hours. You
Yes.
can't
Yeah.
stockpile.
Right.
No, but I was spawning 3 to eat right away.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need food, though. Is good berries still edible as far as
You eat them, and like as far as their mechanics go,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're a
Oh,
living creature or
5%.
not. You restore
Okay.
1 hit point for every berry consumed.
Cool.
They're not going to nourish you, but
No.
they will heal you
I got you.
for the sake of a mechanic.
So I can grant essentially 10 healing.
Like, yeah, you might even throw up the juice later, but you
you
still actually gain the hit point from it for the sake of it.
Make like a little good berry blood pouch, blood sun kissed or whatever.
Mix it all together. It's like a
You miss the hole every time.
Put the straw right through it.
Capri this, you bitch.
Okay, so eventually morning will come, and
Morning as
pardon
in,
me,
like,
morning as in night.
evening.
The
Long
dawn.
rest.
So we did our whole long rest.
The twilight.
Let's go, baby cakes.
And I'm switching out some spells.
So now we need to feed again, right?
In this
Yes, technically.
In the next 24 hours.
Now the hunt.
No, I think it was
And
at
until
the
the next
beginning.
long
I think it was at the beginning of the night.
Do you have
was
an,
the start of the 24 hours.
basically until the end of Tea Day.
what day is it right now?
Okay, never mind then. So yeah,
Tea
okay.
Day.
Oh, baby.
So we have till midnight.
Till midnight.
Yeah,
Fine.
for the simplicity
What,
of it.
8 o'clock?
That's probably
But
the best way to do
I
it.
thought you said last time that we were doing
Or
it
the
at
morning,
beginning of,
yeah, the morning,
yeah, at the beginning of the night was when we started our 24 hours.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it would be the day after then, I guess, would technically be
Oh,
the
okay.
morning of...
So we have essentially
like
all
half
night.
day.
We
All
don't
night.
have just like 4 hours or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, we have all
Yeah,
I got you.
exactly, because that timeline would make 0 sense.
Yeah.
Because you guys literally have been feeding all night. So
Well-
you have until Hef Day, basically. You have to eat at some point during Tea Day.
Okay,
Cool.
fair. Yeah, cool.
Done.
In the first
To the end of Hef Day.
To the night time until night hef day.
until night, half day. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, great.
Kill us.
Whole hefty night.
We could just do day and night.
Day and night.
Confusing.
At night.
For the sake of our 24-hour clock, it starts at 6 instead of 12.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now
All right. So as morning or night comes, get an idea for what you guys are like. I imagine you want to collaborate as a group for doing anything.
Yeah.
In the first, probably about 10 minutes before, like a little bit, I'm going to take 10 minutes and I'm going to ritually cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at White Claw and just like, you understand what's happening?
Mark.
Yeah, what does White Claw sound
I
like?
hear you.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what voice.
thank you for saving me.
Apologies.
My pack got away.
Yes, there it is.
Wisdom save.
I was trapped by the vile plants.
Yeah. We're the pack now.
Looks at you. Looks at your.
That's
Who's
Yurri.
pack leader?
I am.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
hey, what do you say about that?
What are you saying to
Oh.
White Claw right now?
Comes in beside you.
I got it.
Pack leader. We hunt.
We will be doing a lot of hunting.
Best eraser, so I can work for you.
Good pack leader.
You listen to me, and you're right, okay? Let's go.
Yeah. You're right.
No, not you're right.
Yeah! You're right.
Are you ready to go?
Hops off the bed.
I'm ready.
I get my thigh and slap it, kind of string him right next to
Right
me.
beside you. It's like, okay, Jesus.
I'm changing out my spells, just FYI.
That's how I got to speak with it.
Do you think?
Just come out of my room, just braiding my hair back.
I'm taking silence.
I'm ready.
Very good idea.
Smart. Smart.
You can't feel any rage.
Is the tomb familiar to me?
Tom?
Tomb?
Tone.
Tomb?
In what way?
Oh, right, tomb with B.
There is such something.
In like an locate object way.
I do believe the way that works, if you have a rough description, you could potentially locate objects.
Bingo.
Okay, I'm picking locate object as well.
Beautiful.
Silence is gonna be clutch.
Busted.
Both of those
Clerics
are
are
busted.
busted. Yeah.
It does have a range, so it's not.
Of 1,000 feet.
busted.
It's like the whole
I
city.
think that's right. Yeah,
It is.
1,000 feet.
Using out.
Yeah. You're a million years
Just
away.
get in the center and then be like, yo, locate object.
See, why a scale would help, and I keep not putting scales on it, but it actually would be really
It
helpful.
might be time.
Yeah. Let's see, 100 feet would be like something like that. Shit.
Let's just
Maybe it's useful for
pull
map
some numbers
building.
out of my ass.
Maybe.
Well, remember we said that I could use my boomerang from like
Well, in
that
terms of
tree
like
there.
a house, these are like, maybe 140 feet or so. Like for
Okay,
this.
so
So
can
it's
I actually-
huge.
I think I
If you walk around town, you'll fucking get a ping, basically.
I think I might be shooting myself in the foot a tiny little bit, but just let me read the spell out to you. Describe a name or object. Yeah, sorry. Describe a name or object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close, within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. The spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object. I don't think I'm that familiar with this object for this spell to work.
You'd probably get like the
Unless
It's more that you get a specific location
General
within 30
area.
feet as opposed to like general direction.
Yeah. You're
the-
like,
the
it's
better
over
you
there.
know it,
It's over there. We know it's
the better you know it, the closer that might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
But also it says like the
That's how
spell
I
can
wrote that.
locate the nearest object of a particular kind. What if I was like, spooky book?
well,
Here's a Necronomicon.
there might be a few different
right.
spooky books in town, right? So who
Right.
knows?
Should figure out what the radius is and just like kind of go out and map out the city.
Anyway, so I think I'll like come out of my room like very excited that I'm like,
1,000 feet would be
Prepared this new spell.
at least to like near the edge of the wall for sure. I would
but
say from where
I
you guys
can.
are,
Well, it's
like pretty far. It's pretty far.
It's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
So I can like walk
we can
around
walk
for 10
around.
minutes.
That's huge.
which might be long enough, perhaps. And if it was on
But I can also
the
cast
if it was
it
on the
3 times.
west side, you might not be able to make it, basically. But if anything on this
First
side of
cast,
town,
but-
I can cast it 3 times.
yeah, exactly. You can just recast.
So for my next long rest.
It might be a potentially
Actually, even more so, because I think I
good
can
idea.
expend a channel divinity as well.
To use a spell slot?
Yeah, I have to double check exactly. It's
Oh,
it's
the berry
option,
thing? Yeah. I do remember that. I think you can replenish a spell slot.
As a bonus action, you touch and roll a symbol under your perm, gain 1 expended spell slot of a level which can be no higher than half of the proficiency bonus. So no, I can only do level 1.
Locate object is silent.
Just a second.
Bullshit. It's a good idea. Bullshit.
But great.
That gives a general
I have a
direction
little
on
bit
where
of
to
the
go.
object.
Yes.
And silence, yeah. I also took Zone of Truth.
Good idea.
Also a 2nd level spell though, so
You got lots of second levels.
I only have 3.
Yes.
Not as a minute. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was just telling the party. I would have roleplayed that I got this spell. That's all.
Great. Perhaps we can find a book like that.
A few notes. Okay.
A 1 on the left. Is it?
Yeah, what is it?
So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to start trying to do that,
Well, I suppose I would kind of come out of my room, going back into the red room, and find Damien lifelessly staring up at the ceiling with hands kind of.
clamoring on him.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of maybe lean over at the top of his face. Why are they like that? Hey, I'm one of you. Damien?
How's that? Good morning.
Oh my gosh, hi. Have you seen anyone else this morning?
I make my way in.
The shirt guy's eyes are like right there.
Oh, hi, mesh shirt guy. Is he always around?
He was the past few hours.
Oh, Evanora. Oh,
Hello.
Is it nighttime already?
it's daytime, actually.
What? I'm so tired.
Isn't it? Am I crazy? Did we rest all day?
Yep. You're
Oh, great. Okay, sorry. Then yes, it is nighttime. Yes, sorry.
Yes, you are crazy.
Yes, ma'am. I did do a little rejigging of my spell book, and I think I might have a spell that can help us perhaps locate the tome.
To meet
Okay.
Tomei.
Nice.
Marissa Tomei. Yes, she loves to read books and she loves tome.
That helps. I guess.
Aunt May
Is
loves
this worth you?
E.T. phone home.
E.T. phone home. Loves
E.T.
tome.
phone home.
Oh God,
E.T. domo.
no! She loves. Yes, I think it might help us. I can possibly locate an object if it's within 1,000 feet.
Oh, perfect. You can go get the book. I'll talk to this cleric lady, and you can kill the cleric. We'll call it a day.
You will.
We also have to. The
A knight.
cleric is
Call it a
a
knight.
man.
Why are you looking at
Also.
me to kill this cleric?
Oh no, sorry. The paladin is a man. Oh God, I have to speak. Sorry.
Nostrabet.
Well, 'cause you're obviously the most powerful warrior.
Yes, you're not wrong.
What?
I am the assassin
Oh.
as well.
Hi, Yura.
Good morning.
Yuri.
Yes, please.
Are you still in the room at the moment?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess we come out
White claw in the toe.
Oh, I was in room 1, so I was at the side.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
You would have heard everything, probably.
What did I
Are they soundproof rooms?
I mean, they're stone and they're underground, so they're pretty tight.
I feel like I out my channel divinity to try and like block out the sound. So I'm like,
That's how you start.
I just
That's why you took
existed.
silence.
I just existed. That's funny. No, I still have my spells.
God, I wish I knew how to quiet that shit.
I'm gonna write this down.
Hurry up.
I can eat that.
Yes.
So you would notice that yours not there at the moment.
Where's your brother?
I don't know.
Where's
I'm not
the
his
other
keeper.
one? The other, yeah.
Where is he?
I don't know.
You were in here with him.
I left.
I was in my room long before.
All of you left.
The door would suddenly open and like Yurri was like buttoning up his shirt.
Fly still undone. Well, zipper's not now, but
You should probably zip that up. Button that up.
buttons.
Hide your snake, brother.
Why should I hide such a
Your
prize?
trouser snake.
Trousers. I have heard good things.
I can.
To hear is only to experience one way.
As excited as I am to learn
I'm sure
about
it was
sex
a riveting
that I
time.
heard lots about. I was telling David and Evanora here that I can possibly cast a spell that may be able to help us locate.
This is wonderful.
Woo!
Let us go.
I do need
Fetch.
to eat.
Bitch. Yes.
Okay, so then
Wait.
I'm going to. Well, should we leave this place? Should I do it now? It'll only work within 1,000 feet of me.
Suggest we find a more central area.
I like that idea as well.
Possibly
Well,
closer to the
there's
central.
a over by my place. There's a bar that we can head up.
What?
The Flogger's Flagon.
Yes.
The place that no one gets the name right to.
Folgers.
Sagan.
I like how that's canon, but like nobody knows what the fucking name.
better.
The Folgers can't.
Floggers flagon.
Flaggers.
Floggers
like,
cannon.
Folgers canon.
Perhaps Wick may not be the best place.
Any other spots?
Fucking crime tape around
Why
it.
not?
I heard there
Wait
was
to
an
see like a
altercation.
There
fucking.
was an altercation.
See, it's well, that seems to be
Damn, it's the worst scene I've ever seen in my life.
Is that why you guys were so
Totally.
messy last night?
I'm always messy.
Yes.
You are a hot mess. Yes.
That's rude. I was so nice to you last night.
Without
I'm trying to joke. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I have pity on you.
Yes.
Anyway, somewhere central. It just really doesn't matter. It's
To the central district.
middle of the night. Who cares? So let's go. Maybe close to the river-ish, so that we're kind of in the middle. Oh no, wait, the river would take
Still
some
raining.
time. So
I mean, it's hard to tell from down here, but possibly.
fuck it. Why don't we just go outside?
Just start walking out.
Right? Yeah.
So you guys leave the red basement, come up the staircase,
What if they bless the rains?
confidently flick open the door.
Radiant.
I need every single one of you to pay attention for a second. As
Oh, that was-
the rain hits you in the face and the night sky is upon you, and it is just dark out and nothing bad yet.
Damn it!
Wait, but
But it is still raining and it is nighttime.
count as running water.
That ain't running.
It's
I
holding
put my-
water.
It's
Right.
falling. And it's not running.
That's gravity. That ain't flow.
It's just rain.
So let's go outside, and can you zoom out for us a little bit?
It's also
So we're in red room, red
It's always
basement, okay? Maybe, can we like get to like, maybe the small group of trees in like the middle?
That-
Yeah,
Yeah,
or,
right
yeah,
on that
yeah.
corner there. Yeah,
Right on the corner. If we need to, we can
Yeah,
climb wall
in
also
there.
to get
Well,
into the
let's keep
central.
my eye out for a vulnerable
It's
human.
not a bad idea.
Okay. So if you guys are coming out right now, it's maybe about 6 or 7, so it's still pretty early in the night, and there will be a lot of that people heading home traffic still.
That's fine. I'm walking right past them.
Well, hold on. You know, give me a second.
Keep it in your pants.
Get! Put your trying to snake away.
And- oh, that's the one we want. There we go. Okay, so that's good, you guys.
Perhaps we can use the boats to get
So you guys are heading around this little mini park, I guess, little area. That's the goal.
Shut up.
Okay. So now, Evanora, are you leading the brigade?
You know how to travel the best in the shadows as the rest of us.
I do, yes, I will lead.
And
Okay,
with that, I
so-
will cast guidance on her.
All right.
Well, it's
Are we
keeping
stealth-
an eye
are
out
we
for vulnerable
stealthing?
humans.
So
Or are
I'll
we just
say
walking normally?
I think walking normally is the best
This is
course
my
of action,
favorite
not to
terrain
draw
as
attention
well.
to ourselves, but she knows how to traverse the urban
took passive. I
Okay,
took
so
passive out of
just
the
because I think there's still some deliberation in terms of how you guys are actually progressing. Are you sticking to the shadows, or are you walking like you're just normal people,
Sorry.
or just
I'd say-
going
What
for
I-
normal people?
I say normal people. I was just saying that because she knows how to traverse the city. So guidance, but I think traveling as just regular people is the best course of action.
I'm sticking to the shadows. I learned my lesson.
I'm just going to be going with the flow. But regardless of which sneaking or going like just normally, I'm going to be wiping as much blood off of you with the rain as possible.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good to know.
I-
True,
I'm
always
just gonna walk normally.
I guess me and you would be the only ones not.
clean. Yeah.
And you guys have a giant dire wolf. Is he with you, or is he leaving you?
He's at my heel.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, as you come out of the basement,
Well, there is that.
there are.
I'm like trying to be inconspicuous. Come on, White Claw.
Okay, so who is walking in the streets then? Like normal? Alright, so Evanora, you're leading your own
Doesn't hurt to
situation,
be
and the rest of you are finding
We're following her as she skulks.
Oh, she could just be like
You're right.
this way. No?
Yeah, okay, so she's like doing
Right.
alleyways while you guys are in the streets and you guys are going away. She's kind of
I'm like slowing down
keeping
enough to,
a lookout for guards as you guys are walking and be like, go down this way instead of go down that way type of a vibe.
That's a good idea.
Alright,
That
I
was what I
live
was
for that.
getting at.
I know,
Okay.
but it was.
But you guys
words.
are trying
Thank
to
you.
blend
I know how to words
in.
make.
Okay. Alright, so roll me a survival check.
And I do
for
guidance
sake, and you're looking for a meal for yourself as well.
Yep.
Alright, good to know.
Alright. 25.
Oh hell yeah, bitch.
Nice. Alright. So you guys make your way down close to the quarry where you see, workers passing by, things of that capacity, heading home for the day, pickaxes
Yeah, how
over
was the
shoulders
quarry?
type of a vibe. Those of you who are walking in the streets,
Everyone.
okay?
I learned my lesson doing that.
As you hear the kind of like, you see a point from Evanora as you guys head down a different street, make your way more, western towards Ann Hospital, kind of crossing through here, dipping your way down this street through public housing, as Evanora kind of keeping herself into the shadows around this area, dipping across, finding your way towards this park. Before you get to this area, Evanora, I would say, you're kind of in this cluster of buildings, and everyone else is kind of walking down this street here. As you're kind of in this cluster of buildings, I'll say you see someone sitting on their back step, alone, and they're just glass of something in their hand, like a little cup in their hand, plate on their on their lap, and they're just sitting there under the cover of their kind of porch, I suppose, and just watching the rain, eating the remains of a meal, potato, like a partial potato on their plate, and just kind of see this kind of maybe middle-aged man, bald head, a little bit of hair on the side.
I would like to cast.
See kind of big, thick arms on him, like he maybe is a laborer of some kind by the looks of it. As you're kind of skulking around, he doesn't notice you by any means, he's just watching the rain.
Can I try to sneak up and grab him?
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
24.
Okay, he doesn't notice you as you slip in behind. You kind of, as the porch is kind of, a couple of pillars, you slip in behind one of them without him noticing. You're literally on the next to him, basically, as he's kind of scraping the remains of the last few bites, pulling them up to his face. He has no idea that you're there at the moment, kind of. You want to grapple him?
Yeah.
Give me a grapple check.
Does he not get advantage?
See, for the sake that he's absolutely not paying attention, yeah, go roll me advantage. As you reach out, grab for him, he instinctively, flexes and tries
What would
to
it be?
escape.
Strength.
So athletics check.
You can use your melee attack, claw attack.
Or yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too. As a vampire,
That
that's
was
kind
great.
of the best way to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my claw attack.
That's why I said Dex earlier. You were all like, "No, it's not Dex," and I was like, "But
If you're doing a grapple,
Yeah, claw.
it's
to be honest with you, when I say grapple, I mean
Claw
claw
attack.
attack.
you
Always.
guys have to be specific with me because I'm gonna.
That's fair.
Okay, claw attack.
Grapple is different.
Because it's like under here it says the vampire can grapple the target.
That's very different.
So that's what I meant.
As part of the claw attack, instead of doing damage, you can instead automatically grapple the target.
Okay, that's what
how
I
that
want
works.
to do.
Yeah.
Just to confirm. So do a claw attack, whatever you rolled.
Okay, plus my dex.
And your proficiency.
So
You're not proficient in grapples, right?
You should write your where you have weapons.
Well, if you're
write your claws in there.
Okay, I will. So I'll remember.
You can use either strength or dex for your claws.
So 16.
16 definitely hits this guy. So instead of doing damage, you grapple him.
And then I want to bite
Right.
him.
Okay. Okay. He does have a chance to escape at the start of his turn, basically. So he's going to try to do that. You have to resist his escape. That's a natural one.
No.
Don't worry about it. You completely
Well,
catch
you were
him
just,
off guard as like his plate hits
were
himself
just
in the face. Basically, he doesn't even really see you as it's like smacked against his face. Your arms kind of cover around him, cover around his chest. He has no escape. Roll me an attack.
Get it!
Bite into him.
Roll attack.
Okay, so I roll piercing first.
Well,
You roll
can say
the
Roll to
attack.
attack.
Right.
Hit that bitch.
You can miss his neck.
You could.
You can have
That's a
it many
19
times.
on die
Yeah.
plus a whole bunch more.
Roll me damage.
Poor
This
Gil.
boy's definitely gonna die though.
So that's 2 piercing.
That's not the. Oh yeah, sorry. That is a D6. Yeah, you're good. You're
Yep.
good. Sorry.
And then my necrotic is
This was the
7.
paladin
It's
just at his home.
2 plus your dexterity bonus for the
It was
piercing.
actually Tron, just like
Yeah.
off-duty clothing.
2 of these.
Hi, man.
No.
He was just
So,
going to, he was just like eating supper.
Oh, 2d4.
No, it's 1d6. for
Nope.
piercing.
it's your piercing adds your modifier as well, and then the necrotic damage is just 3d6. I just want to make sure we're doing it. It doesn't actually matter for this because he's dead, but
Because he's dead.
so that we all are doing it correctly, essentially
Modifier doesn't go out there.
your modifier adds into that piercing damage.
Yep.
I want to wipe my face off. I was close.
So yeah, it's either plus your strength or your dex. In your case, it's probably
sick.
I was literally just about to say
Do you
that.
want second spell?
As you pierce into him, and
It's actually like
his body
and it's a little
slumps heavily
girl
into you,
outside.
and you definitely know him to be dead.
And I just
So,
clean myself up on his clothes.
Wipe your face off,
And
use a
I
little bit of the
continue
rain.
girls of
As the rest of you guys are coming around the corner, you see Evanora just wiping her face off, and this dead man like slumped in his chair with an empty plate across his lap.
Evanora.
We're here.
Good work.
I was hungry.
Always miss the first meal.
Well, shall I?
I think
Yes.
this is a sign for Nostra.
I'd like to, as I'm casting a spell, it's like a magnify or I'm looking, I don't know.
We
like
should
a
move away
spy
from the
glass?
dead man first.
Oh, that. So then where should we go?
Can I like drag him and hide him into like the bushes or something?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Alright, that's good.
Easy enough to do.
Is there anyone
Toss his body into the shrubs.
on those benches?
No, not at the moment.
Now I ate him.
Just for the sake of it, roll me a stealth check for slipping this body into a hedge.
So 22.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 22.
You notice like there is one guard walking along the wall, but he's, he takes a moment to glance over,
I'm in the shadows.
keeps walking, and then he takes a moment to drag this body and just huck him into a bush.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Elspeth.
Yep, I'd like to cast Locate Object. Wherever we're hanging out. And, yeah, you let me know if it works because I have an idea of how I'd like to have that work.
Okay. So, yeah, describe how you do this spell. I mean, it does.
Okay. I guess it works anyway, yeah.
It does work. It's just a matter of
What I
whether
was
you get a
thinking
ping or
was
not.
that it would,
So normally the material is like a
a little twig, but I have mine.
you can
Yeah,
use whatever you want.
exactly. So I was just thinking that I would cast a spell, do a little hand motion and then say some words and then perhaps in some kind of, I don't know, under darkish language, I still don't really know. But if it was going to work, it would be really cool if like these shadows formed around, and they would anyway, I suppose. But then if the spell does work, I'd like for like almost like Nostra's footprints to be on the ground as these shadows, almost leading me
Oh,
towards
that's
where
good.
the object is.
Okay, I got
A
you.
solid green line on your GPS going
Yeah,
to
exactly, but it's these like clawed, like
Demon
hooves,
prints,
demon
yeah.
prints in the
That's
ground
so
that I'm
cool.
following.
Okay,
That's
so
dope. We can always hear the vibration of its footprints, but there's nothing there.
yeah, so I say, so as you kind of like
I love it.
the spell completes and this thrumming out of this kind of dark energy, you see this, if you alone would see this kind of circular pattern swirling in front of you. You follow it, leads towards the wall north of where you are, before it disappears through the wall to the other side into central.
It's in the central district somewhere, which
Just
makes
the
me
scale.
think it's in the library.
Of course it is.
Or the
It would
university.
be like, so if you guys are standing
Or
here,
university.
A professor.
if you guys are standing here, it goes directly north.
It goes directly north. Can you go up it even more? Thank you. University, too far.
Alchemist, perhaps.
Adventurers Guild? What if it went
It's
through?
too far west. I think he said straight.
Okay.
Straight north.
I'm thinking like in here somewhere.
In the western wing.
So the alchemist has
So
to have
possibly the
Alchemist, it could be-
alchemist, possibly this side of the building, maybe this
So
building.
It's not gonna be some random building.
somewhere.
Find out. Why not?
Yes.
You, and also the herbalist is in that direction. You said that you know the owner, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe you go talk to her and see if she knows anything about it. I'll go with you.
Okay.
Let this go.
We can possibly split up.
Spell lasts for 10 minutes.
No.
Spell lasts for 10 minutes, and let's try to
Shall
get
we do
into
the
central.
quick look?
Well, let's try and climb the wall. Why don't
Yeah.
we?
Do quietly.
I'm gonna turn
So-
white claw and be like, go hunt.
Speak with animals
Does the
still
wolf
on.
do that?
I'll recast it.
Okay.
I could carry him.
Up the wall and then just walk up.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah.
20 strength, man.
I definitely require an athletics check to do that.
Okay.
Guidance.
And you want to
Move
be
it. Move it
inconspicuous?
strong, man.
And the rest of you will climb up without
A wolf.
difficulty. But now, are you trying to stay unseen, or is this like, meh, we don't care?
19 on die plus
There's definitely guards on the wall. They're
7
patrolling, so they go back
plus
and
10,
forth.
so 29.
You can- Jesus. Up on the shoulder, and you're like he's fucking large creature, so it's like that.
He's a laptop.
Just
Not unless you're raging.
to be safe, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so as you kind of
You're Spider-Man, right? So can you attach with just your feet and then he's
Yep.
holding
Oh,
two
yeah.
hands and just walking
absolutely.
up?
His back is like flexing back because it's a fucking giant direwolf.
Let's move it. Do it.
So as this kind of shadow comes around you guys, touches each one of you, you feel that embrace of darkness as the rain slapping you in the face as you walk up this wall, kind of
I'm gonna like stamper.
make it over the top, back down the other side.
That's
Say,
what
for the
I
sake of
thought.
the pass without the chase, I'm not going to worry about it. The guards are not.
Steal.
I didn't roll a good enough perception to even really.
Is it like a guarded wall? Like
Yeah, they have patrol.
Patrol.
It's dark out though, so I mean, dark and raining on top of which, and there's only really one who goes kind of back and forth, basically. So as you guys come down the other side, you find yourself in central,
So the
near
footprints.
the alchemist.
The footprints.
They continue on northward.
Past the
You're
alchemist.
gonna
Then
follow?
I'm following those footprints. Yeah,
So
I'm like
you guys-
walking as like the claw goes down as the next one is going down. I'm like stepping into it. So as I step into it, the shadows like. So it's like I'm walking in Nostri's footsteps.
Live. So you guys walk northward. 10 minutes is a pretty long time, and it's not tremendously far. So you walk past the alchemist, following the footprints. So they seem to be walking like through buildings, but you find the way in the footprints, I would say, like one step for step, past the university northward, towards this cluster of homes here, where you see this swirl of black head into one of the buildings.
Do you know who owns this home?
Who's this home? I'd say Damien, Yurri, and Yura can roll me history checks.
So
Schmeckle.
let's
Okay, what is the history?
On Dracula, it's creepy.
It's
That was
eight.
almost a 20.
It was almost. What'd you get?
Fucking 18 on die plus 6.
Let's go, baby.
Oh,
24?
24.
I got
4 over
24.
here.
And that was
I got 8.
I know Central.
Okay, so you're especially like, you were familiarizing yourself in last night, literally all night, talking with people, talking about people in the city.
Dice now.
You've been at parties before, you've experienced the upper class culture, you've met a lot of the university instructors in town. At one point you may have even walked one of them home, or at least part of the way, and you know this to be the home of Aaron Dardaku. She is a dwarf, she is the female, and she is the instructor of necromancy at the university.
It's a Necronomicon.
Iron Dardaku, head of necromancy.
Can I spell Dardaku?
Dardaku.
And Aaron like Aaron?
Yeah,
Aaryn?
Arryn.
I think that's what I meant. Nope.
It's pronounced Arr.
Aaron.
Arr.
That's what I named my Baldur's Gate character.
Normally this time of day classes would be over, so it's possible she might be home. I would say for the sake of the 24, you know a little bit more about this person is that they also have 2 like skeleton helpers that live in her classrooms that are part of the instructing
Really loud.
process.
Walking anatomy.
Really funny, yes.
Very cool.
Walking anatomy displays.
Are there any
Should
lights
buddies
on in the
with
house?
That's a good question.
She can't do good.
Say yes.
There are lights on in the house. She could be home.
Certainly could be.
Does she live with anyone else?
Not as far as I know.
As you guys are standing in this area, there is like the traffic of city guard, individuals walking around. You aren't alone in the streets, but people aren't paying attention to you. You're not murdering anybody. Some people might be like, "Nice wolf."
Thank you.
He's crossbreed.
With what?
Other wolf.
White wolf.
But no one's paying
Bigger white
attention
wolf.
to. No one seems to be paying attention to what you're doing at the moment. So, but that
Gonna knock on the door.
okay.
I would like to slip into the shadows as this happens.
Okay.
We're pretty close to that gate, remember? So.
I mean, we're pretty close.
So Evanora kind of slips away to the side.
Which
somewhere and shows-
is it on this
Say this one right here.
Where
Yeah,
we're-
I would like to not be seen, to be honest with
where we're standing? Can I see whether and like would I know
Zoom in hands.
if
Enhance.
if Bretta or any is the herbalist shop open and if anybody would be in there?
This time of day,
What
there's
is
probably
that?
someone in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you do an AD?
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, I don't know. Necromancy, I guess. It's the first thing that came to my mind. I just want to make sure that
If we-
I remember we marked that house.
If we
Okay, so
if
that's
we
the house.
need a place to possibly stay, I could probably get us.
So you guys might be more like the only one that might be, but would be Gretka, and you guys would probably go home for the day. As she's like, you don't want to be out before
Yeah.
night. I'm not going to be responsible for keeping you after dark, type of thing. You go home at like 4:00. But she might be around, just dilly dallying, finishing up for the day, doing whatever she might be doing. Right?
Would I have a key to open the? Would I have a key to the place to open up?
No.
No.
No, you would be relying on her for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you've only been employed for a little while,
Yeah.
anyways.
Does she live there?
Gretka?
Mm-hmm.
Wick, you would know that she does not.
No, it's just her place of business.
Perhaps you can stash White Claw there for now.
Just for now, boy.
If she's there, I have to answer some questions.
He's a stray. Look at him. Wounded. Not doing too great. There's no blood in this for God's
Giant
sake.
stray.
I'm a sucker for the big ones. It's up to you.
Yeah, it might be a better idea until we're done with this.
feel we can't leave him unattended, and we might need all of our strength.
Why don't we just ask her to invite all of us in for tea?
I wondered that as well.
Again, Wolf might not be welcome.
I think I could be right.
Okay.
So at that moment, I would say Yura, if you are continuing to proceed with that, you would knock on the door.
Yes.
Okay. You hear the kind of as Yura has walked up to the door and knocks on it. Evanora, you slip into the shadows. The rest of you are kind of,
Hanging back?
Yeah, exactly. You're in the street basically. You're not up there. So he steps up, knocks on the door. You hear a voice from inside. Just a moment. Before it comes down, you hear the door creak open.
Just a moment.
Yura?
Mademoiselle Aron,
What are you doing at my home?
merely telling you of pleasantry. How are you doing this evening?
I'm fine. Decent students today.
Yes?
Good lessons.
Good, yes.
Is there a party I'm not aware of?
No, I've come to inquire about some certain mysteries that have come across the city.
Oh.
May I come in?
You really have a reason to not trust you. Of course.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Excuse my mess. I wasn't expecting company.
No. It is only a paltry compared to what Yuri leaves around the house.
So you see like stacks and stacks of different books, some splayed out. Lots of, scrawlings, writings, things like that. I mean, she is a teacher, so, see piles of tests that need marking, that sort of capacity. Kitchen table is a mess of several empty bowls from the week of just eating, going to teach, all that sort of stuff. She kind of clears a few spaces off. Can I get you a drink or anything?
I would love a nice cup of tea.
Okay, I will mix them up.
If it is not trouble at all.
Not at all. And she's going over, she's kind of like, so, what of these mysteries?
My brother and I, of course, we've been employed by the Adventurers Guilds who find a source for this menace, this vampiric menace.
Yes, quite a menace.
And
Not surprising. And I'm sure you are the right brothers for the job.
hopefully so, yes, I hope we can prove our worth.
Mm.
But you are the head of necromancy of this university, oui?
I have spoken many times with you, Lithia. I have nothing
I am
to
not
do with this.
implying that you are part of the cult of any sorts of any witchcraft or nothing. I merely know that you are the head of
I know.
all things the dead.
I know things, yes. We have stopped instructing certain spells and everything of that. I'm innocent of it, whatever I might be being accused of.
No, there is no accusation. Merely, I investigate. No fingers are pointed your way.
Well, what can I
I've,
suppose assist you with?
in the past couple of nights, I've come to hear tales of a certain book. Something of deep lore that these vampiric cults search for. It is said to be of ancient description, faded, but somehow there is many words, but also skulls adorn its pages. Certain members look for this book, so I'm told, through my methods of discovering.
Oh. One moment, that does some strangely familiar. Yes, give me a second here.
And the tea, please do not forget. Merci, madame.
Pours you a little cup, and I may have inadvertently borrowed something from the library.
From the bibliothèque.
I am sometimes we need to find ways to get outside of the traditional curriculum. You know how students are, copying things over, and I want to keep things nice and fresh. If you're here on behalf of Zindara, I apologize. Let me check upstairs. I think I know what you're talking about.
Take your time. I'm in no rush tonight.
Make yourself... Just stay.
Of course. I am at home.
She scurries up the stairs.
Praying outside.
So like a few minutes go by, you hear a little bit of shuffling, scuffling, things like that. Damn it! Okay. Comes back downstairs holding this very, very thick tome. You see black cover, red spine across one side, pages that are kind of like mismatched, misshapen, and different varieties, aged beyond time. Kind of, yes, I found this in the library, and I just took it to sort of, again, I couldn't make much of it, actually. Ramblings, sketchings, something about the age of worship. She kind of like leafs through and starts plucking through, reads a little bit, and she's like, it's just incoherent. Fictional stories, amateur writing. I believe this is the book that... Does this fit the description?
From what I'm told, yes, it looks very familiar. May I?
As you kind of open it up.
Oh, please, this tea is lovely, by the way. Is it second green?
Second red, but good.
Rose. Madame. Oh, oh.
Madame!
Si bon. Merci beaucoup, madame. What the fuck is this?
So yeah,
gonna pick up that tea.
inside.
It's just a smoking French detective.
Yeah.
So
Like a cheese
yeah,
bake.
you see this, thick thing, etc., etc. Many of the pages inside are littered with writings, some sketches, some skulls. There's over 1,000 pages of this book, as it is filled from cover to cover with absolute anarchy of thoughts and writings and drawings, and it is all written in what languages do you speak, I guess?
Abyssal, Dwarvish, Draconic, Common.
Okay, you're not 100% sure, you can't seem to make it out.
Son of a bitch.
It's a very interesting text. I am somewhat proficient. It's an old language, it's called Primordial.
Primordial.
But I couldn't waste so much time. It's just a madman's ramblings from what I can tell.
You can? Yes, I can.
I didn't really take too much time with it, but from what I gathered, it seems to be, again, like it's the ramblings of an individual who seemed to be alive during a time that was long known as the Age of Worship.
Worship, please. Do you mind if I take some notes? Age of Worship. Age of Worships.
Your worship?
The worship.
I'm sure somebody out there, if not, I can be of help to.
Do you know of any history of this book? Where it came from?
I don't. Maybe Zindara might know. If you were to return it back to her, I'm sure she would be relieved. She does have good account of the books in the library, as you know.
Yes.
I'd say Zindara being, again, you would know a little bit about the people that, again, certain heads of things, big names in the city. Zindara is the head librarian. She is a brass dragonborn.
She.
Brass Dragonborn? Has Vashira been getting it on?
I live for it. I live.
Not her girl.
The baby.
Shira lives on the floating islands now. She took those over.
That's cute. You should be a safe place.
Yeah. And she was like, nope. I'm gonna live on the floating island that literally go on a yearly cycle around Mora.
What does it say with Age of Worship?
I don't know. You can read this.
What? Code?
I would.
No, it is just in a really interesting font that's actually kind of really just difficult to read.
Really annoying. This is so annoying to read.
The Age of Worship is before the Broken Age. I do know that, but I think I would know that anyway, having studied.
Yeah, it's one of those things like that's somewhat common. Like if you haven't studied any history or religion, you might not be aware of it because it just never came up in life.
Right.
Was the Age of Worship good or bad for vampires?
Might have been a better time, perhaps,
Yeah.
because the
wanna go
weave was
back?
whole during that time, much as it is now.
Make more great again.
The Age of Worship was actually, roll me history or religion if you're proficient, and if not, then you're at the whim of the party.
You say my history?
But I guess this is technically just Euro right now, unless you're returning back to the party at some point, in which case we can kind of like segue.
Then I'll wait. It's just yours. So.
Yeah.
History plus 6, 21.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the Age of Worship was a really interesting time. It is like timeless. No one kept track of time. Any society that came and went during that time is mostly gone. No one would be like you would find ruins of that time in the era of the Broken Age and now, but civilizations were largely lost. Largely lost. That is the time before the Broken Age, before everything happened. This is where gods literally waged war of worshippers. There was massive war on the material plane, and gods were very, very heavily involved in what they were doing, and there was massive clashes. And this is what led to many of the gods actually pulling back, because that is eventually what led to the Broken Age. That is what gave Kidal so much power. Is during that Age of Worship, he started gaining so much power that he felt like he could come through and take over the material plane, and that's where Oshina and Mora and the rest of them basically were like, fuck that, we're going to band together.
Yeah.
And no one will ever, no god ever should ever influence the material plane like we did during that time of worship.
Okay.
This was the time where gods discovered that the more worship they had, the more powerful they became. And so they were really pushing for that, like in a very physical and present way, as opposed to now where you have more of, a touch here, a touch there, as opposed to like literally just leading armies into battle with other gods.
I love it.
So the lands were churned, Mora and Oshina doing war, like lands would rise, lands would fall. It was absolutely crazy.
I live.
What a time to be alive.
Guys.
Very interesting, yes. Right. If you do not require this tome, I will take it off your
No,
hands.
honestly, I completely forgot that I had it.
Wonderful.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad that I was able to be of help.
I appreciate all your efforts. Please. Bonne nuit.
Bon nuit. Until next time, what are we, next month?
Possible. Who knows? Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Yura. And say hi to your brother.
Maybe.
Just done.
He's like outside. Okay.
As you walk out.
Just hold this out holding one.
Still holding the wolf.
Using a knife to pick up my nails, clean them.
Yeah, rest of the party's waiting.
Walk outside, close the door.
So,
Yeah, I have the book.
It was that easy.
You have the book?
One only needs to ask in the city. When you are
Maybe the rest
first
of it will be that
my
easy.
quality.
Oh my god. Can
His ego will know
Can
no
I
bounds.
read
after
the book?
this.
Of course.
should we go somewhere?
Yes, lead the way.
Yes, let's go to our residence. Yurri.
It is not a bad idea. Have a good party right now. Not quite like that. Also, don't talk to his servants. He doesn't like.
Please do not talk to me.
I brought dinner. No.
Oh,
Take that
no.
as a no. No. I already played that.
I suggest you hold your fan.
Is it working? So
Super
literal Damien.
Well, shall we then?
Yes, we shall.
I've already-
Unless there's something else we wish to do tonight.
Well, killing Tuan would be nice.
Let's see.
Leave that to tomorrow then.
Rumors.
We
of
should.
Wine.
One of us is fed.
Wine.
We do need to all feed tonight.
That is very true.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Oh, yeah, I haven't read it at all.
It's really annoying.
now,
The
in order to learn I mean, I know it looks cool, but I'm going to actually have to take that back until someone actually succeeds at interpreting this large tome.
What the heck is this written in?
Exactly. But I do want to show you guys because it looks really cool.
It does
So this
have
is like
two
what
things.
every page kind of looks
Is
like.
it being passed around to everybody?
Yeah, sure.
As we're walking around.
So does
down the
anybody
street.
actually know Primordial?
I do.
Okay, so you would be the only one who could actually read this. So you're
Yes,
going
can
to
you
be
read
the
this?
only one
Oh,
to be able to make investigation checks on this.
no, I don't like that.
Don't like what?
Gratitude.
So
I learned from the
just,
best.
just so you know, Nick, so because this is a little bit more of a game mechanic of how
Okay,
to
yeah.
actually understand this, because I'm showing it to you, but I'll have to take it back until you actually unveil the information. But I was just like, it looks really cool, so I want to show you guys what the book kind of looks like. It'll require some investigation checks. So you,
Yes.
in order to
Guys,
take a check, you need to spend
I just
8
have your-
hours. 8 hours going through this.
Oh, okay. So I'm not
And
going
then
to be
you
doing
need
this in the
to
street right now.
succeed on the check. Every time you attempt, you gain 1 to that. So every other 8 hour, you can add 1 to your roll until eventually you succeed.
Okay.
The DC for this is quite high because it's absolutely massive for one thing and very largely incoherent.
is it possible that since I even though I don't know Primordial, I could give him this? I could help him to give him advantage.
I mean,
proficiency in
Ability
religion.
check. Just give him guidance.
I have
He
my
has
own
guidance. He has his
Oh,
own.
I see. Okay, so on top of that.
Trying to give him advantage.
Not without knowing the language. I think. I mean, it would be really hard to do so. Has everybody had a chance to take a peek at it? Just because?
It's only primordial.
It's only Primordial.
I
So
can't
any
learn- I
giant
can't
kind
learn
of translate
comprehend
into
languages
theirs
and
and loose
parents,
giant.
so.
Well, technically, there's a lot of dialects that are derivative of
Why not
Primordial,
just do
so
it in hand languages like
maybe if
Yomish?
I would say if 2 people help, I'll allow for advantage.
I'm
Okay.
absolutely
Same
helping.
here.
I'm obsessed with that book.
Your
So,
skulls
as
As you guys-
Skulls, books.
As you guys begin your way, you're heading to Yurri and Yura's house.
Yes.
Yep.
You make your way across town, holding the book, kind of passing it between each other. Some people going, "Oh, I don't fucking know what this is." Wick
Maybe also
realizing that he actually does understand a few words where you're like, "Fuck, this is
It's old.
madness." And
That's good.
at that point, this is where we will end our session for tonight.
Kill me small.